From pretty much the present, this is your host, Adam Graham, bringing you a week of old-time radio detective podcasts from 2012. Because these podcasts are many years old, any offers or information included in the podcast may not be valid unless they're currently reflected on our Great Detectives of Old Time Radio website at greatdetectives.net. Here now is a week of old-time radio detective podcast. Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio from Boise, Idaho. This is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and call us 208-991-4783. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thanks so much for all of your support. And I especially want to thank Thomas, and I've sent him access to our premium site, which we do with all donations of $7 or more. Well, now it's time for today's episode of The Adventures of Frank Race, The Adventure of the Fat Man's Loot.
The Adventures of Frank Race, starring Tom Collins. The war changed many things, the face of the earth and the people on it. Before the war, Frank Race worked as an attorney, but he traded his law books for the cloak and dagger of the OSS. And when it was over, his former life was over too. Adventure had become his business. The Adventures of Frank Race. And now we join Frank Race for the adventure of the Fat Man's Loot.
There's nothing like a Turkish bath for complete relaxation. I hadn't had an assignment for 2 weeks, and the heat and the humidity of the steam room at Barron's Baths on 3rd Avenue were rapidly dissipating any desire I might have had for ever working again. But the door opened, and I was joined by a familiar figure who made his way through the wispy steam with all the abandon of a cab driver in a fog.
Hey, Race. Go in here. He melted and ran right down the drain. Hey, Race!
Over here, Mark.
Oh. Holy cow. You've been in here long enough to turn into a lobster. Of all the guys to have to go looking for, you are the only one which has ever made me get dressed up in a towel.
Well, it's good for you, Mark. Opens your pores.
Yeah, huh? Let's get out of here. Look at the color of me. Be lucky if I'm not snatched off the streets and sent to an Indian reservation.
If you don't like it, why didn't you wait outside where I left you?
Because somebody's looking for you. Ted Coleman, the Universal Surety Riders.
Must be a jewelry case, huh?
From the sound of them, and a diamond left in the world that hasn't been stolen.
All right. One cold dive in the pool and we can get out of here. Ted Coleman, insurance company vice president with the eyes of a heavyweight champion. He doesn't talk about it, but one of his souvenirs from the war is the Congressional Medal of Honor. As we came into his office, he got up from behind the desk to shake hands. On the desk were a couple of items of jewelry that would have made whistles come from the Vanderbilts. And on the wall behind the desk hung a map of Europe.
Hello, Race. What do you think of these trinkets?
Pretty baubles. They must be paste. No stones could be that large.
No, Race, they're real. They were even larger before they were cut and reset.
Who do they belong to?
Some unfortunate people who are no longer with us. People who were murdered in Europe during the war. I've been waiting for some of this stuff to turn up. This is only a small part of what I'm looking for.
And you want me to find the rest?
Yes. It's going to be easy, Race, because these jewels are part of the loot confiscated by Herman Goering.
Oh, old fat stuff himself, huh?
Hey, Gering's dead, ain't he?
Yes, he's dead all right. But obviously, somebody who was close to him is still alive.
Alive and living like a king with stuff like this in his possession.
I don't like the idea of that, Race.
Neither do I. Where do I start?
A Nazi captain named Ludwig Strauss was in charge of Goering's jewel collection.
No.
I've checked all the war crime records. Strauss has never been picked up.
He's had a couple of years to change his appearance and his name.
You better start in Berlin. That was Strauss's home. Here's some notes on him. Former addresses, names of intimate friends, many of whom were taken care of at Nuremberg. Here's a picture of him with Goering at the gambling casino. Goering's in the background, and that's Strauss getting ready to throw the dice.
He's almost as fat as Goering.
Tell me, Ted, where these jewels turn up?
Got the places circled in red on the map. Marseille, France, Torino and Geneva in Italy, and the necklace in Barcelona, Spain. Details are in the notes I gave you.
I guess you paid out a fortune in claims on this stuff, huh?
Now, this might sound funny coming from an insurance man, Race, but I wish we'd paid more, because that would mean that some of the owners would be alive to collect. I want that Strauss, Race. I wish I could go after him myself.
Well, I'll do my best, Ted. Arrange visas for Mark and me. We'll take a plane to Berlin in the morning. Berlin, capital city of the losing team. And yet they didn't act like losers. They seemed better clothed and better fed than the rest of Europe. And the old arrogance was returning. You could feel it behind their thin, careful smiles. The conversation was limited to 2 negative statements. None of them had ever been Nazis, and none of them knew anything about Ludwig Strauss.
Hey, listen. Sounds like a party going on someplace, huh?
Yeah, right across the street there. Must be a nightclub.
Brother, that's for me. I would just love to park me tired carcass and inhale one short beer.
All right, Mike. The street had been almost deserted, but the interior of the club wasn't. It was more than a nightclub, and it wasn't for ordinary patrons. There was gambling going on, and it was strictly big time.
Wow. Hey, we must have gotten off the wrong plane. This looks like Monte Carlo.
Yeah, it looks better than that, Mark. You know, I think we've hit the jackpot.
Well, what do you mean?
The croupier at that dice table in the corner. One with the green eye shade.
Yeah, but I don't get it.
You haven't forgotten this picture Ted Coleman gave me, have you?
Hey. The same guy, all right. And a picture with Strauss and Goering.
Yeah.
What's our play?
Let's see if we can't roll a couple of 7s.
All right, yeah. Excuse me. Let us through here, will you, please?
Hey, all bets, please.
I'd like to make a private bet.
Please, mein Herr, all bets on the table.
Well, you wouldn't really want me to place this photograph on the table, would you?
Where did you get it?
I'll ask the questions. Where's Ludwig Strauss?
He's dead.
Want to talk to us in private?
If you'll step this way, please.
All right. Where is he?
I do not know.
I could turn this picture over to the denazification authorities.
I was not a Nazi.
You know I believe you, don't you? Come on.
I haven't seen him since just before the occupation. He used to come here every night, and then he disappeared.
Keep talking.
That is all I can tell you.
Carl is right. That's all any of us can tell you. I couldn't help overhearing. I was behind the drape looking out the window.
I could not help myself, Mater. They have a picture.
Who are you?
I am the wife of the man you are seeking. Frau Ludwig Strauss.
She puts the statement like a hand grenade, and Mark and I reacted. No picture was going to rattle this woman. She was cold. Cold, but beautiful.
Hey, Race. Did you hear what she said?
Yeah, I heard. Now, where is your husband, Frau Strauss?
I'm not sure, Norway or Sweden. I wish I could help you. You see, I hated my husband.
But you love American investigators, hmm?
With somebody like you, that might not be hard to learn.
What have you got against Ludwig, baby?
I did not share his beliefs. You see, I was not...
You were not a Nazi, yeah. Thought that was it.
You do not believe me?
Oh, of course I do. Of course I do. If I sound surprised, it's only because I keep thinking of how much damage Adolf managed to do all by himself. Come on, Mark, let's get some fresh air.
So, here we go again. What should we try first, Norway or Sweden?
Neither one, Mark. We're being steered. No Nazi officer'd hide out in Norway or Sweden. If people discovered them, they'd tear him apart.
Then then you think Strauss is still here?
No, too many people who might recognize him.
Well, that means we got nothing but the whole wide world.
Save it, Mark.
What's up?
Car's been telling us. Quick, this doorway.
Here, Ace, may I give you a ride to your hotel?
Since the guy was running a crap game.
I know you are here someplace. I just want to help you.
Get out of the car and walk over here with your hands up.
Oh, there you are on the doorway. All right, Otto, schnell.
Somebody else in the car.
Down, Mark. One down.
Otto's making a break for it.
Stop! Oh, don't hit me.
Give me that gun, Frank.
Yeah.
Cam, Otto. Frank, you're all right.
Get in the side. Better commandeer that car and get out of here.
All right. Take it easy, Race. Come on. I lost a lot of blood.
Yeah. I did a pretty neat job of bandaging.
Oh, that ain't mine. I got a medical over from the American sick. He'll be back to see you tonight.
We won't be here tonight.
Oh, wait a minute. He said you can't move out of here for a couple of days. Besides, well, what's the use going off on a wild goose chase till we know something?
We do know something, Mark. Something that should have been obvious. Something that Frau Strauss made even more obvious.
Like what?
Like steering us north. That should mean that Strauss is someplace in the south.
Yeah, it figures. Where?
Place you mentioned last night. Monte Carlo.
Now you're guessing, Race.
Maybe, but with reasons. Strauss spent all his spare time gambling. And a man doesn't change his habits, you know.
Yeah, but there are other places.
Yeah, get that map out of my pocket, will you, Mark? The one Coleman gave me.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Look at the places circled in red, where the jewels are found.
Yeah. See what you mean.
Now, they all fan out around Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
He goes to a different place each time he unloads some of the stuff, but it all points to a home base in the middle.
This I gotta buy.
While you're at it, buy something else. 2 tickets on tonight's Riviera Express to Monte Carlo.
Oh, brother, they're kidding. What a train. Now I know what they do with all American cattle cars when the cows refuse to ride them anymore.
Only a few more hours, Mark. Why don't you try to cop a nap?
How can I sleep when this guy next to me is using my shoulder for a pillow? Come on, Mike. Wake up, will you?
Pardon, monsieur. I must have fallen asleep.
For a minute, I thought you dropped dead.
You gentlemen are tourists?
We're in the jewelry business. A buying trip.
Oh, one can pick up some wonderful bargain in Paris. Have you tried there?
I thought Monte Carlo might be a good spot.
Monte Carlo? Oh, I'm afraid you will be disappointed. Most of the jewels one sees in Monte Carlo are worn by your rich American women.
Well, natives must have some jewelry of their own. I guess they might sell some of it if they get a losing streak at the casino.
Again, you will be disappointed. The regular residents of Monaco are not permitted to play at the casino. It is against the law. Really, you would find very preferable.
Everybody seems to have a suggestion as to where I should go.
I do not understand, monsieur.
Yeah, perhaps you don't. We'll skip it.
This is my station. Au revoir, monsieur.
Au revoir.
Yeah, au revoir. Hey, wait a minute, You forgot something.
Oh, that is my lunch. I overslept. My wife will have a hot meal prepared. Please, accept it with my compliment.
Well, thanks, hey.
I wouldn't eat that if I were you, Mark.
Don't be so suspicious. The guy was just a farm. I'm hungry.
You can wait a while.
Well, I'll take a look anyhow. Oh, boy. I really wrap things up tight over here. Hey, look, wires.
Throw it, Mark, quick. Out the window.
But I can't...
We'll return to the adventures of Frank Race in just about 1 minute. And now, back to the adventures of Frank Race.
What that homemade bomb would have done in the close quarters of the compartment, I hate to think about. But I got it away from Mark and made a heave just in time. Even so, it tore up a section of track next to us and broke enough windows on the train to make it look like the aftermath of a sandlot ball game. The blast couldn't be traced to us, and after the authorities finished their rather confused investigation, we went on to Monte Carlo and settled into the Hotel Crown. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Race?
Yes.
Well, I'm Helen Farragut. You don't know me, but...
From the sound of you, I'd like to.
Well, that's just what I'm calling about. You see, I'm a fellow American, and I'm lonesome.
Your looks don't match your voice.
I mean lonesome for company from home. I've been here for 4 years, sort of a self-imposed exile. And every time a new American comes to town, I hear about it. I invite him up to the villa for tea.
What time and where?
4 o'clock. And I'll send a car for you.
I'll be waiting. The villa that housed Helen Farragut was something you see in dreams or on picture postcards. You could count 7 different shades of blue in the Mediterranean as you looked down from the hillside. But beautiful as the sea was, Helen Farragut could snatch your attention from it without half trying.
My blind dates don't always turn out this well, Mr. Ray.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Will it be tea or something more stimulating?
This is definitely Cointreau with it, and atmosphere.
I'll join you. 2 Cointreaus, please, all right?
Yes, Miss Farragut.
When we get our drinks, I'll introduce you to my protector.
Protectors?
Mm-hmm. You see, I always invite a couple of extra people just to have them on hand if the blind date should turn out to be disappointing. They're out on the balcony.
Will they always be out on the balcony?
No. Next time we'll be alone.
Miss Farragut. Monsieur.
Oh, thank you, Uncle.
Well, thanks.
And now, the balcony?
There were 3 of them, 2 men and a woman. One of the men was an American businessman, Dan Carpenter, a bit on the paunchy side. He had the distracted, futile air that Americans get when they've been abroad for too long. Then there was Rudolf Richter, a German right down at the proverbial Heidelberg dueling scar. I needed no introduction to the woman.
We meet again, Mr. Reis.
Yes, Mrs. Strauss. Despite all obstacles, we meet again.
Oh, you know each other. Well, that's nice. You can chat while I get on Ray to fetch you out.
I'm telling you that I was understood.
Well?
I had a run-in with some of your friends before I left Berlin.
They were not my friends, but there's no point in telling you that. You don't want to listen.
To your voice, yes. To the words, no.
Perhaps in time I could convince you. But this is hardly the place.
We'll be meeting again.
Tonight, perhaps? Dinner?
All right.
Race, I'd like you to settle an argument for us. You've just come from the States.
Yes?
Richter thinks that America is all for keeping Germany down. I told him once we've won, we forget about all that nonsense.
Sure we do, Carpenter. Places like Belsen and Dachau are easy to forget.
There you are, Richter.
I think I denoted a note of irony in Mr. Ace's voice.
I get that way around people like Carpenter.
What do you mean?
I mean, I think you sat the war out in some nice, cozy spot like this. You can forget anything. You weren't hurt.
Look, I was too old for
Sure, you were too old and you had no sons. It figured.
Why,
Easy, fellow.
Oh, tell Helen I had to go. I'll call again when the tourist season is over.
I'm afraid Carpenter does not like you.
Well, that makes it even. I don't like Carpenter. I'm surprised to find you on my side.
Why, Mr. Race? Because I am a German? I was not a... No, I won't say that. It is too commonplace.
Coming from you, I might believe it.
Coming from Richter, you should believe it. He lost his family at Dachau.
I'm sorry.
I was a jeweler, Mr. Race. My company was, well, it was comparable to your Tiffany's. Now I have nothing but the desire to find one man and to make him pay. Not for the jewels, but for my wife, my child.
Ludwig Strauss, huh?
Yes, Ludwig Strauss.
Mistress runs quite an establishment, all right.
Miss Farragut is very wealthy, monsieur.
Nice of you to drive me down.
Miss Farragut wished it. I do as I am told, monsieur.
I guess the casino collects quite a bit of revenue from Miss Farragut and her other guests.
Monsieur Carpenter plays heavily and loses. Miss Farragut does not gamble.
Now, how about Richter?
He spends most of his spare time at the casino. Usually is with the other lady.
Mrs. Strauss, huh?
Oui. It is madness, this gambling. We're natives. It makes us laugh.
Well, it's always funny from the collector's side.
You wish to go directly to your hotel, monsieur?
No, Henri, I wish to go directly to the cable office. I need a little information. I sent a cable to Ted Coleman. There was a sense that Ludwig Strauss was in Monte Carlo or not far away. And there was a better than even chance that I'd already met him without knowing it. I went back to my hotel, took a fast nap, and waited for the answers. Hello, Mark. Where you been?
Over at the casino, getting my pockets picked by the roulette wheel. Oh, brother, my salty. Oh, here. It's cable for you. Picked it up at the desk.
Oh, good. I've been waiting for that.
What does it say?
Plenty. Information Coleman dug up about Strauss. Went to school in England and the United States. And English is one of the languages he speaks like a native.
So how does that help?
It helps plenty, Mark. But his physical appearance changed. Hair dyed, new name. He might be almost anybody we meet. Might even be an American businessman named Dan Carpenter or a German named Rudolf Richter.
Yeah. Might even be my grandmother in Williamsburg. What a case.
Mark, would you say that a piece of jewelry would be an appropriate gift for a lovely lady?
Well, only if you was going to marry the dame so you could get your claws on the thing and hock it if things got tough. Why?
I've been thinking of buying a brooch, a large diamond brooch. It's a sentimental offering.
Are you off your rocker?
No, Mark. I want you to go to a jeweler and have one made up.
Race, you nuts.
Well, listen to me. I want a paste job that will look like the real McCoy. Plenty of flash and no value.
Oh, that's different.
Now, Scoot, I've got to dress and meet a lady for dinner.
You look different by candlelight, Race. Your eyes, they are not so cold and adamant.
You look different yourself. Make me feel that I misjudged you. As a matter of fact, I've been feeling sorry about that.
You can make it up to me.
I brought you something that might help. Oh. Will you accept it?
A brooch. Why, it's lovely.
Oh, it's nothing, really.
I would like to thank you. Really thank you, but this is not the place.
Shall we go out on the terrace?
Yes. Now I can thank you.
She came into my arms. I said she was cold, but she only looked that way. Her lips took me on a rocket trip to the equator and nothing flat. I hated to break away, but it wasn't a matter of choice.
How touching.
Rudolph.
That gun doesn't look very friendly, Richter.
Move away from her, Race.
All right. I'll move. I turned the gun toward the sky on Richter, and I struggled for it. He had the power of a madman. I caught his fingers, bent them back until he let go of the gun. But as I straightened, his foot shot out, caught me under the chin, and I went sprawling.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I will be.
There's his gun.
Oh, never mind. I'll get it.
Oh, I'm frightened, Race. You better take me up to Helen Farragut.
Well, that's a thought. I'd like to go up there myself.
Must have been quite an evening, Mr. Race. Maida will be all right as soon as she's had some sleep. I gave her a sleeping pill.
You'd better keep an eye on her. Call me if you see Richter wandering around any place.
I will. You know, you should have had dinner with me. Would have been less hectic. And also, I know how to be grateful for expensive gifts.
Glad you're impressed. I like to impress people, especially beautiful women.
You impressed Maida, all right. She gave Henri the brooch and told him to put it in the wall safe.
Yeah, would Henri mind driving me down? I'll let the taxi go, and I want to stop at the casino.
Not at all. I'll call him.
I am glad you asked me to drive you down, Monsieur Rice. I had the urge to visit the casino this evening.
I thought you were opposed to gambling.
One is human, monsieur.
Well, don't lose your shirt.
With my salary, monsieur, neither the house nor I can get into much trouble.
I left Henri and wandered around the casino looking for Rudolph Richter. He wasn't at the roulette tables, he wasn't at the dice tables. I went into the baccarat room, watched the play for a while, then decided to give it up. But when I came back through the main room of the casino, I saw a familiar face. Dan Carpenter. And he wasn't happy.
Cash in these chips, take them off my tab. I'll give you a check.
Having a losing streak, Carpenter?
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Gambling's an expensive pastime.
So's giving out advice you haven't been asked for.
I'd like to talk to you.
Not now. I'm catching a plane for Firenze.
What for?
To sell some Italian holdings, if it's any of your business.
Monsieur Rice! Monsieur Rice!
Henri, what is it?
Miss Farragut just called. It is about Mr. Richter. He just killed himself up at the villa. He jumped from the balcony.
He's down there, Race, by the rocks. There are men coming along the beach with torches to recover the body.
How did it happen?
Well, Maida was too upset to sleep. We came out on the balcony. Rudolph came in and he started to scream something about being trapped. And then he jumped.
Where's Maida?
In here. Look, take it easy with her. She's in bad shape. Look, dear, let me call a doctor for you.
No, I don't need a doctor. Well, are you satisfied, Mr. Rice?
Should I be?
You can leave my husband alone now. You can't do anything to a dead man.
Maida.
You might as well know. Ludwig changed his name to Rudolf Richter. When Race came, I tried to help, but I couldn't. He was frightened, and now he's dead.
Can I do anything to help, Miss Fairfield?
No, thank you, Honor.
I don't suppose you'd want anything around to remind you of me, Mrs. Strauss. May I have that brooch back?
Yes. Just take it and get out. And leave me alone.
Would you get me the brooch, please, Henri?
Yes, sir. I think I put it right over here by the coffee table.
Thanks. You can stop performing now, madam.
What do you mean, Race?
I mean that Rudolf Richter, that was his real name, didn't jump off that balcony. He was pushed. Because he didn't believe Maida's story anymore, and he was getting too close to Ludwig Strauss.
All right, Race. Go on.
I don't have to go any further. I'm already there. Henri?
Yes, monsieur?
Why didn't you put that brooch in the safe?
I forgot.
You didn't forget. You knew it was paste. And you aren't a native of Monte Carlo, are you? Because it's against the law for local citizens to go into the casino.
You are being ridiculous, monsieur.
Well, we can make sure. Let's send a copy of your fingerprints to AMG in Nuremberg.
That won't be necessary, Race.
Very neat, those pearl-handled revolvers.
I've enjoyed this meal ticket for too long to have you mess it up.
Very nice front. Rich American girls are very common over here. So you pose as one and give Ludwig a perfect cover-up as houseboy and chauffeur. And he enjoys the luxury of the villa, except for serving at tea parties, of course.
Are you ready to make the jump now, Race? Or must you also be pushed?
I'll jump.
Let go of me, you! Oh!
Drop that, Ludwig! I'm sorry it had to be this way, madam.
Yes, Race. So am I. But now there's nothing in our ways there. You know I care for you.
Oh, you misunderstand me, baby. I meant that I'd rather have seen Ludwig stretching rope at Nuremberg.
I was talking about us, Race, you and me.
Oh, I wouldn't plan on us, madam. I've been a stage door Johnny at times, but a jail door Johnny... Yeah, I'm afraid you'll be too old and unattractive by the time you get out.
Schwein.
No such language. Now, you just sit there quietly while I invite some guests to the party. Operator, get me the Monte Carlo police.
The Adventures of Frank Race, starring Tom Collins with Tony Barrett as Mark Donovan, comes to you from Hollywood. Others heard in tonight's cast were Lillian Baeff, Michael Lanvaret, Wilms Herbert, Jack Crucian, and Harry Lang. This series is written and directed by Buckley Angel and Joel Murcott. The music is composed and played by Ivan Ditmars. Be sure to be with us again this same time next week for another dramatic chapter in the Adventures of Frank Race. Art Gilmore speaking. This is a Bruce Ells production.
Welcome back. Well, of course, this episode had nothing to do with the Fat Man program, which we ended last week. This is a fascinating episode just because it takes on a frustration not typical in the Golden Age radio emphasis. Usually the post-war emphasis is on the is strictly on those ex-Nazis who are still at large, which I think was the main point of this particular show, as well as all of the work that goes into the rebuilding and kind of a call for peace and understanding and letting bygones be bygones as they move forward into the post-war world. Frank Race definitely the war is still very much fresh in his mind. So not ready to just say, I forgive and forget, and sharing a frustration that doubtless many shared and was rarely expressed in media, is that as U.S. soldiers, as Americans were over there, they find all of these people in Germany who swear up and down they weren't Nazis. And that line, I was just, I'm just amazed by all the damage that Adolf was able to do by himself. Lest we forget, Adolf Hitler and the Nazis, they won elections in Germany. That's how they first were able to work their way into political power. So clearly there was a level of frustration that there were people who supported and backed the Nazis before they came to power, and through their time in power, who were simply denying any involvement, even though they were truly involved in making them a powerful force in the world. So it's a very interesting and different portrayal. And this does seem like is a good opportunity to announce a plan, a goal for a new podcast beginning next year. This came as a result of a suggestion by Brian Ashby, who's a longtime friend of the program. He emailed me back in August for future consideration. I've always thought that it would be great to have a podcast dedicated to the wonderful patriotic radio programs produced during World War II. The podcasts could cover a lot of ground: Bob Hope, Lux Radio Theater, Great Gildersleeve, musicals, even news broadcasts, with the common theme being the war as a backdrop, just planting a seed for future consideration. And I definitely thought about that, and I thought it was something that needed to be done. And I think the big element for me in doing additional podcasts has been the issue of just time. But time is, I think, truly running out for so many of the World War II veterans that we have with us today. And I think it's important to honor what they did and to really, if we could, do something very different about a war. So we're planning a limited series podcast. It'll be called The War, and I'll be working on some details, and it will start airing a year from yesterday, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. There are things beyond our control, but that could happen. But I am planning to inaugurate that series starting November the 11th of 2013, running through June of 2014, and D-Day all the way to August 15th, into August and the commemoration of VJ Day. So it'll be an exciting podcast. Brian sent along some good suggestions. If you have any ones from World War II, we're going to keep it to stuff that was done in World War II for the most part. I may throw in a couple of programs that were, say, OSS stories that could not be told while the war was going on, but could only be told after the war. But we're going to stick to wartime material. Tom, who we mentioned at the top of the show, he asked a question over on Facebook. I donated some money for your show through PayPal. It said it was going to King Kilts. Is this your account or a website that was set up to look like yours? Love great detectives and Dragnet, a wonderful way to relax and fall asleep in the evening, much like reading a book to forget about the daily stress right before you go to sleep. Well, it's a good question. King Kilts was the name of a business my wife was running several years back. It's the name on the PayPal account, and I've never figured out how to alter the business name. So we share that same PayPal account, and so that's why the name shows up there. It's caused a little confusion in the past, and had a situation where someone did not recognize it on their credit card receipt, but yeah, that is the name that shows, and there's no error there. All right, well, that will do it for today. Join us tomorrow for the first episode in a new series, Call the Police. And then join us back here on Monday for the adventures of Frank Race. Well, we launch a new series today called Call the Police. And Call the Police was, and this will also be something it has in common with the next show we're going to do, A Life in Your Hands. It was a summer replacement show. Not only was it a summer replacement show, it was a summer replacement show that aired in 3 different summers. The first series featured Joseph Julian in the lead, playing police detective Bill Grant. And he's a veteran character actor. Character Bill Grant, kind of a typical detective, but in this case he holds the rank and position of police commissioner in a not-too-big city. Joan Tompkins plays a police psychologist, and we're going to get into the first episode. It aired on June 3rd of 1947. Before we do get started, I do want to encourage you, if you've not already, to pick up your copy of All I Needed to Know I Learned from Columbo. In this ebook, we take a look at the careers of 7 fictional detectives and what life lessons can be garnered from their lives and history. We have a lot of fun writing this, and it is available to you to read for the Kindle, for the Nook, for the iPad, and if you have another e-reader, you can purchase a copy at smashwords.com. All right, well, let's get into today's episode of Call the Police, The Porter Case.
Rinso presents Call the Police.
Attention, Homicide Department. Flying squad detail. Murder suspect in your zone. Close in according to instructions.
Between you and the evil outside the law, between you and the housebreaker, the kidnapper, the murderer, stands the policeman of your community. He gives up his sleep that you may sleep unafraid. He gives up his safety that you may be safe. And if need be, he gives up his very life to protect yours.
The Lever Brothers Company, makers of Triple Action Rinso, bring you Call the Police, a new series of realistic radio dramas inspired by the courageous work of police departments all over America.
This is Police Commissioner Bill Grant. In the files of the Ashland Police Headquarters are thousands of different case histories. The one I just came across is listed as number 36-99. I remember that as the Porter case. That all started in a little place just outside of the city. A dog kennel run by a man named Porter. One rainy spring morning, a 1932 Packard touring car drove up to the Porter house, and 2 men got out.
Morning.
Porter?
Yes, I'm Mr. Porter.
The name's Bliss. This is Mr. Langford.
How do you do, Mr. Bliss? Mr. Langford.
Nice little place you got here, Porter.
I'll raise the finest dogs in this county.
That's so?
As a matter of fact, we just got a new litter of Airedales. Make you a good price.
Funny coincidence, Porter. We got a little information, and we're going to make you a good price.
What are you talking about?
$50,000.
And you better grab it at the price, pal. The kind of stuff we're marketing can jump $10,000 overnight.
What are you trying to sell me?
Like I said, information.
Nothing I want to know that's worth $50,000.
Yeah, but there's something we don't think you'd want other people to know.
Is this a joke?
I doubt if your wife would see it that way.
What's my wife got to do with this?
Plenty, Mr. Porter. Plenty.
Why, this is some kind of lousy blackmail racket.
Mr. Porter, please.
Look, Porter, Langford and me are registered at the Rex Hotel.
And we ain't going to breathe a word to a soul if you drop in on us before midnight tonight.
With 50 grand.
I haven't got that kind of money, and if I did have, you wouldn't get it.
Your wife's got $50,000 in her own name. And don't kid yourself that we ain't going to get it.
As I got the story from Porter, he didn't know how to broach the subject to his wife. It wasn't until he finished his third cup of coffee that he worked up enough courage to say,
Jeannie,
Yes, dear?
I've never asked you any questions about your past.
No, Eric.
We've had kind of a silent agreement to let bygones be bygones. But I have to ask you now.
What do you want to know?
Do the names Langford and Bliss mean anything to you?
Bliss? Langford? No, Eric.
Are you sure?
What do you mean, am I sure?
Now, please, Jenny, I've never asked about your past until now, but Bliss and Langford are forcing my hand.
How?
They want money. Lots of money. Every cent you have in the bank.
For what?
Blackmail. Well, Jenny?
All right, Eric. I've been in jail. I didn't tell you about it before because I never dreamed you'd have to find out. I moved to another town and changed my name.
Then how could they have found you here?
There's a photograph of me in the police lineup. I've tried for years to get hold of it, but I couldn't.
So that's what Bliss and Langford are trying to sell for $50,000. Jeannie, I know where they're stopping. I'll give them a chance to listen to reason.
People like that never listen to reason.
Then I'll take matters in my own hands.
Yes, Mildred?
Miss Porter, I want to get the breakfast dishes. I hope the cream wasn't sour, Miss Porter, but that milkman never comes when he's supposed to.
How long have you been standing in that door, Mildred?
Well, just for a second, Mrs. Porter.
You heard what we were saying, didn't you, Mildred?
No, Mr. Porter.
You sure?
Yes, Mr. Porter. I didn't hear a single solitary word.
The maid's name was Mildred Connors. She'd been in the Porter's employ for over a year, and she wasn't the kind of a girl to let grass grow under her feet. 90 minutes later, she had persuaded Sergeant Maggio that her business was urgent, and she was in my office.
And their names are Bliss and Langford, Commissioner.
Uh-huh. And you heard Porter say that he was going to kill them. Is that it?
Not in so many words, but that's what he meant.
Well, what did he say, Miss Connors?
He said that if they wouldn't listen to reason, he'd, he said he'd take matters in his own hands.
Uh-huh. I see.
Well, it scared me to death. When I walked into the room, I started talking about something else right away. And when they asked me what I'd heard, I said I hadn't heard a thing.
Why?
It's dangerous to know too much.
Mm-hmm. All right, just keep this to yourself, Miss Connors, and I'll get in touch with you.
You can depend on me, Commissioner. I came right straight here. I thought it was the safest thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Miss Connors.
Yes?
The safest thing is not to listen outside of doors.
Why,
I'll get in touch with you, Miss Connors.
Plus for me, Commissioner?
Yes, Maggio. I want you to give every hotel in town a check.
What name?
2 of them, Bliss and Langford.
Bliss and Langford. Okay. Say, she wasn't bad, huh?
Huh? Who?
That dame that just came out of here. You mean you didn't notice her?
Would you believe it? I didn't.
Oh, ease up, Commissioner. Ease up.
I'll ease up, Maggio, when I've learned all the tricks of this police commissioner job they just handed me.
Could be better than the Marines, huh, Commissioner? Maybe it was nicer when we were stuck on Saipan with nothing to do but drink sake and duck Jap mortars.
I don't know, Maggio. It's a tough routine. But on the other hand, it has its satisfactions.
Oh, that reminds me. One of the satisfactions is waiting outside.
Who?
That beautiful little thing that works down in the criminal psychology department.
Oh, Libby Tyler?
Who else?
Tell her to come in.
Okay. I'll check on Bliss and Langford. You can come in, Miss Tyler.
Thanks, Sergeant. Well, morning, Commissioner.
Hiya, Libby. Sit down.
Thanks.
How are things in the criminal psychology department?
Good enough for me to tell you that she's an overt hysteric.
Who is?
The girl who just walked out of here.
What exactly does that mean, an overt hysteric?
Among other things, it means I wouldn't trust a word she says.
Well, she just said a lot of words, Libby. She told me that Eric Porter had threatened to kill a couple of men who were trying to blackmail his wife.
I bought my spaniel puppy from Mr. and Mrs. Porter, and I can tell you right now that neither one of them is psychologically equipped for murder.
But, Libby...
As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you found that the blackmailers she told you about are totally non-existent.
Oh, excuse me, Miss Tyler. I've located a Ralph Langford registered at the Rex Hotel, Commissioner.
Oh, yeah?
Room 809.
Thanks, Sarge. Well, Libby, how would you like to come along with me and have a look at a totally non-existent blackmailer in the flesh?
This whistle means suspicious characters at 8th and Elm. But this whistle...
Of course. That's Rinso White and Rinso Bright. Till I tried Rinso, I never dreamed a wash could be so dazzling. Just look at my linens. They're like snow. And all my washable colored things are so bright and fresh, yet I've washed many of them dozens of times.
Well, ma'am, there's a reason for Rinso's top results. You see, Rinso has a triple-action formula that gives you a special soapy-rich base, an amazing suds booster, and a marvelous grease chaser. Rinso's soapy-rich base makes deep-driving suds that get out stubborn dirt fast. Rinso's suds booster means heaps of suds, even in hard water. And Rinso's grease chaser goes after grease and grime, helps prevent yellowing of clothes, yet is easy on hands. So ask for Rinso for a dazzling wash, a wash that's Rinso White and Rinso Bright.
When Libby and I got to the Rex Hotel, we checked at the desk and found Langford was in. We walked up 2 flights and knocked. Langford! Langford, open up! I want to talk to you.
Try the knob.
It's open. Come on, let's go in.
Oh, there he is, Bill.
Yeah, having himself a card game. Sorry to interrupt your solitaire, Mr. Langford.
Look, he's got the ace of diamonds in his hand and the king's open. He's missing a big chance.
He's going to keep right on missing it.
What?
Take a look at his face, Libby. Mr. Langford is dead. The man sat there with a dazed grin of pain on his face. When I touched him, he toppled sideways out of the chair. There was a powder-burned bullet hole right under his left ear.
Oh, Bill, how awful.
You know, Libby, the maid told me a straight story.
What are you looking for?
Letters, photographs? Mildred Connors said Langford was blackmailing Mrs. Porter. I want to get a line on whatever it was he was holding over her head.
Well, wouldn't the murderer have taken it, Bill?
Maybe he couldn't find it.
Where could it be?
In the desk here. Bureau. Maybe in the suitcase.
There's a closet right by the bed.
I'll take a look in there.
You know, Dr. Holstein, the Viennese psychologist, says that the personality of settled people like the Porters is simply not compatible with murder.
You better write Dr. Holzbein and tell him to think it over, Libby.
What do you mean?
Look who's here in the closet. Libby's jaw dropped a foot when she saw Mrs. Porter step out of the closet. Naturally, Mrs. Porter protested her innocence to the housetops, but we took her in anyway. 20 minutes later at headquarters.
Yes, Commissioner?
Maggio, I don't want to be interrupted until I buzz you back.
Okay, Commissioner.
Now then, Mrs. Porter, let's have it.
I've told you, Commissioner Grant. I've told you twice, just the way it was.
You walked into Langford's room at the Rex and found him sitting there dead. Is that it?
You've got to believe me.
And then you heard Miss Tyler and me at the door and you ran into the closet. Why?
I knew I'd look guilty being there.
Mrs. Porter, I'm afraid you've got a servant problem.
Servant problem? What do you mean? I've had the same maid for over a year.
Mm-hmm. Her name's Mildred Connors, isn't it?
How did you know that?
Look, Mrs. Porter, Langford was murdered around 11 o'clock this morning. A few minutes before 11, Mildred Connors walked into this office and told me that you and your husband were discussing the fact that 2 men, Langford and Bliss, were trying to squeeze you for blackmail.
She told you that?
And she specifically heard your husband say that if the blackmailers didn't listen to reason, he'd take matters into his own hands.
No.
Is it possible, Mrs. Porter, that your husband got to the Rex before you did? That you found Langford dead because your husband killed him?
No. No, it's not possible.
Why not?
Because I killed him.
You want to sign that?
Yes.
What did you do with the gun?
I threw it out the window.
Into the courtyard of the Rex?
That's right.
Yes?
Maggio speaking, Commissioner. Somebody here to
I said I didn't want to be interrupted.
It's Mr. Porter.
Well, tell him to wait. I just got a confession out of his wife.
You're kidding.
Why?
Hodges got a confession out of him.
What?
He says he killed Langford.
Commissioner Grant.
Eric, what are you doing here?
I walked into Langford's room at 5 minutes after 11 this morning, Commissioner.
No, you mustn't believe him.
It's no use, Ginny. I did it.
He's lying. I did it, I tell you.
Commissioner, I insist that you release my wife at once.
No, I won't listen.
Take it easy, Mrs. Porter. Take it easy now. Nobody is guilty yet. We just have to hold somebody for the record. And it might as well be your husband. Take him, Maggio.
Eat your lunch, Bill.
I'm not hungry.
Too much breakfast?
Too many confessions.
Oh. It's hard to know which one of them is telling the truth.
I don't know.
Have you thought that maybe neither one of them is?
Yeah. Still, we found Mrs. Porter on the scene of the crime.
And you let her go.
Not far, Libby.
Is she being followed?
Naturally. Besides, I can't be too definite about any of this until we find the murder weapon.
Any idea where it can be?
Mrs. Porter says she threw it out of the window of Langford's room.
So?
So Maggio's detailed a few of the boys to have a look for themselves.
And if they find the gun?
We let Porter go, wrap up his wife for murder.
Hey, Commissioner.
Oh, Maggio. Have a cup of coffee?
No, but I could use a bottle of aspirin.
What's the matter?
I just heard from the boys.
Yeah?
There's a closed courtyard at the Rex, Commissioner. There's an iron door that hasn't been opened since 6 this morning. Anything thrown into that court from 6 on would have to still be there.
Well?
The boys went over every inch of it.
No gun?
No gun.
And that's it.
That's what, Bill?
Mrs. Porter was lying to shield her husband.
And you think he murdered Langford?
I think he probably loves his wife, Libby. I think that he probably figured that she would kill Langford if he didn't beat her to it.
Is this the go-ahead, Commissioner?
Yeah. We'll get back to the office and indict Porter for murder.
Hello, Miguelesco's lunchroom. Just a minute. It's for you, Commissioner.
Oh, okay, Mike, thanks. Hello.
This is Mrs. Porter.
Yes?
I want you to release my husband at once, Commissioner.
We've been all over this before, Mrs. Porter.
Yes, but we haven't been over this. What time was Langford murdered?
Sometime between 10:30 and a little after 11.
It couldn't have been later or earlier.
Only by a few minutes, one way or the other.
Good. I want you to call Judge Hartley in the Chamber of Commerce building.
Why?
Because he'll tell you that my husband was there with him from 9 o'clock this morning until noon.
Well, Maggio?
I just let Porter go.
The alibi checked?
Tight as a new pair of shoes. First, Mrs. Porter's guilty. Then Mr. Porter's guilty. And all of a sudden, neither one of them's guilty, and we're holding nobody.
Stop pacing.
It's a wonder I ain't out cutting paper dolls. I'm going outside where I can pace in peace.
I know just how he feels.
I don't.
What do you mean?
I'm not surprised at all.
Oh, Libby.
Face the facts, Bill. No two people who try to confess to a crime in order to protect each other are very likely murder suspects.
Well, whom should we suspect, Libby? The city council?
We should suspect the only one true criminal type left in the picture.
You mean Bliss?
Yes. Langford's pal. Nobody thinks of him.
I've had a squad out looking for Bliss since 11:30 this morning, Libby.
Oh. Well, I was wondering why...
Yes.
Maggio, guess who's here, Commissioner?
Who?
Bliss.
Who brought him in?
Nobody. He came in on his own steam.
Send him in. Looks like we have a caller, Libby.
Commissioner?
Bliss?
Yeah, I want to see you.
I've been wanting to see you. As I understand it, you drove into the Porter Kennels this morning with a $50,000 blackmail proposition. Is that right?
Langford talked me into it. He said it was going to be easy money.
Didn't turn out to be so easy for him, did it?
You can say that again.
And you're afraid you'll be next?
That's the idea.
What do you want me to do about it?
I got the evidence we was going to use to blackmail the Porters over in my room.
And you're willing to let it go for less than $50,000?
I'm willing to let it go for nothing. I want to turn it over to you fast so you can tell the killer, whoever it is, that I'm out of business.
Okay, Mr. Bliss. It's a deal.
This is my room here, Commissioner.
Dark.
Oh, it's on a 2x4 air shaft, lady.
Come on, Maggio.
Hey, how about some lights, huh?
Wait till I strike a match. I ain't been here long enough to find the switch by hand.
The slugs cut Bliss down so fast, the match in his fingers was still lit when he hit the floor. I grabbed for the light switch, but before I could get it, the killer was out of the window. And Maggio was after him down the fire escape. Libby found the switch, and together we bent over the body.
Who could have done it, Bill?
Somebody we know, Libby, looking for something they don't want anybody else to see.
The blackmail evidence.
What else?
You think they took it?
Maybe they took it, and maybe they burned it.
What do you mean, Bill?
The ashes in this fireplace are still warm. Notice?
Oh.
Empty that pitcher into the washstand, will you?
Why?
Go on.
Okay.
Now, give it to me. Thanks.
Anything else I can do?
Yes. You can help me see to it that Bliss's death doesn't break print for 24 hours.
Why?
Reasons.
Oh. Are there reasons for you to be putting those ashes into that pitcher, Bill?
Mm-hmm. I want to take them back to the laboratory for the boys to play with.
How much can they tell you?
I don't know exactly. But I'll have the report tomorrow morning. I didn't see Maggio until the next day. Whoever went out of that window at Bliss's place had led him a wild goose chase that landed him nowhere. When he walked into my office, he looked a little worn.
Oh, Commissioner, this thing's got me punch drunk.
Is that so?
Yeah, what are you feeling so good about? What's this stuff in the box here?
Ashes.
Ashes?
Yes, Sergeant, ashes. Looks like whoever murdered our two blackmailers burned the evidence in the fireplace at Bliss's just before we walked in yesterday.
And then we're through.
Unless they're copies of that evidence.
Well, you think they are?
I don't know. But the other side doesn't know either. Maggio, give me that pad.
Yeah. What are you writing?
An item for the personal column. There we are.
Notice, Mr. Bliss, your photostats are ready.
Put that in the noon edition.
Oh, I get it. You figure they'll come looking for the photostats.
Why shouldn't they? After two murders, they wouldn't want any loose copies kicking around.
But this ad ain't got no address, Commissioner.
What about it?
Well, there's a half a dozen places in town that make photostats.
Whoever is sufficiently interested, Maggio, will make all the rounds.
Oh, and all we got to do is be in half a dozen places at once, huh?
No, we'll just pick one of the half dozen places and wait. Old man Schmidt, for instance, he's got a nice back room over at his photostatic service. And he's also sharp enough to understand an angle.
I see.
So I'll tell you what. I'll meet you there at 12:30. And Maggio, bring along a deck of cards. When we got to Schmidt's photostatic shop, we primed the old man, and then we played cards, stashed in the back room where we could have a full view of the proceedings. At 2:14, the door opened, and who walked in but Mrs. Porter?
I've come for the photostats, Mr. Schmidt.
Photostats?
Yes. Mr. Bliss sent me.
Oh, yes, Mr. Bliss.
May I have them, please?
Well, now, I'm afraid I can't give them to you without a note from Mr. Bliss.
But you've got to... I mean, would it be all right if I could describe the contents?
Yes, after all, if you know what they are, Mr. Bliss has probably taken you into his confidence.
It's a photograph. A police photograph of the lineup in Detroit, Michigan. There's a woman in a white dress, third from the left.
I see.
May I have it now, please?
I'm afraid not.
But you said if I could describe the contents...
But you haven't, my dear woman. I don't have a photostat of any such photograph.
Oh.
However, there are a couple of gentlemen in the back room who would like to talk to you.
What?
Mrs. Porter saw us sitting in that back room. She was petrified. But when we explained the operation to her, she calmed down a little. And then, not 10 minutes later, the door opened again. And in came another customer for the non-existent photostats.
And you say Mr. Bliss sent you?
Yes, he said I should pick them up for him.
Mm-hmm. Well, now, could you describe the contents?
You've seen them yourself?
I had to, my dear. I made the copies.
Well, then you know. I'm the girl Mr. Porter wrote the letters to. I'm Mildred Connors.
I see. And what is the nature of the letters, Miss Connors?
Do I have to go into that?
Well, if you want the photostats. Otherwise,
Okay. They're love letters. We, Mr. Porter and I, were planning to run away together. Correct?
Correct.
There you are. Stay in this envelope.
Thanks. And now I've got something for you.
Hey, what that kind of a...
I can't help myself, Mr. Schmidt. You made me describe the letters, and now you know too much.
You wouldn't kill me in cold blood?
I'm afraid I have to. You know as much as either Bliss or Langford knew, and I had to kill them. All right, Mr. Schmidt, back into that room.
Grab her, Maggio.
Hey, what is this? Let me go!
No, Miss Connors, I'm afraid we're going to have to hold you on a charge of murder.
I'm awfully proud of you, Bill.
Oh, that was a walk-away, Libby.
But how did Mr. Schmidt know that Mrs. Porter's description of the photostats was wrong?
Because Mrs. Porter was describing a photograph, and the lab report showed there was no trace of emulsion in those ashes.
Oh, I see. Poor thing. She thought Bliss and Langford had that picture of her all the time.
Sure. Her husband saw to that. He played on her guilt to make her think the blackmailers were hounding her instead of him and his Mildred.
That was a great trick of his, confessing to the murder.
He's a slick customer. He knew he was safe. He was certain somebody would establish that alibi of his before we went on trial.
Well, I must admit he fooled me a little.
Well, that's okay. You're looking awfully pretty tonight, Libby.
Well, thank you, sir.
Anybody who's as pretty as you are, young lady, doesn't have to be right all the time.
Well, thank you. Well, what do you mean, Bill Grant? I was right from the start.
You were?
Well, of course. I said in the first place that Mildred was an overt hysteric, which implies psychologically that she's capable of pulling a trigger. And you see, she committed both the murders. Whereas Mr. Porter is psychologically completely innocent.
Libby, Porter is legally guilty as an accomplice.
Now, Bill, you've got to admit I'm right or you'll spoil my dinner.
Okay, I admit it.
Mildred's an obvious case. She's a very pretty girl. And very pretty girls this day and age get away with murder.
Yes, sweetheart, they certainly do.
Police Commissioner Bill Grant will be back in just a moment with the Lever Brothers Police Award of Valor. But first, Rinso White and Rinso Bright. Rinso gives a dazzling wash every time. But you know, ladies, a smart detective checks his sources of information. And maybe you'd like to know how I'm so sure Rinso's tops.
I, for one, would, Mr. Sims. Where do you get your information?
From two authoritative sources. One from the fact that millions of American women prove their preference for Rinso by asking for it time after time. Two, from the fact that only Rinso has the recommendation of the makers of 33 leading washers. And no wonder, for Rinso's triple action formula contains a special soapy-rich base, an amazing suds booster, and a marvelous grease chaser. So you can be sure Rinso will give you dazzling results. A Rinso white wash.
With ease.
A Rinso bright wash.
With safety.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Commissioner Grant. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to present the Lever Brothers Award of Valor to an outstanding policeman and the Lever Brothers Plaque of Honor to his police department, selected by Chief Peter J. Siccardi, lifetime member of the Executive Board of the International Association of Chiefs of Police. Tonight, the Award of Valor goes to Motorcycle Patrolman Robert A. Barons of the Cleveland, Ohio Police Department. While on patrol duty, Barons spotted smoke and flames leaping from a neighboring house. Rushing to the scene of the fire, he attempted to enter the front door and two side entrances, but each time he was driven back by the fire. But in spite of the flames, and at the risk of his life, he finally forced entrance through the rear door, and he was able to save the lives of the entire family. To you, Patrolman Robert A. Barons, for your outstanding heroism and unselfish devotion to duty, goes $100 and this week's Lever Brothers Award of Valor. And to the entire police department of Cleveland, Ohio, under the able direction of Chief George J. Matowitz, goes the Lever Brothers Plaque of Honor for their unfailing efforts in protecting the people of their community.
Call the Police stars Joseph Julian as Bill Grant and Joan Tompkins as Libby.
I never realized why Pete would never go to lunch with me until I happened to overhear that whisper. You can't like a man with B.O.
Stop those whispers. Take a daily bath with Lifebuoy. Lifebuoy is the only soap especially made to stop B.O. Scientific tests prove that a daily bath with Lifebuoy helps build up increasingly better protection against B.O. Play safe. Bathe with Lifebuoy. You don't want people to whisper, B.O. Get Lifebuoy.
Be sure to be with us next Tuesday night when Lever Brothers Company, the makers of Rinso, bring you another exciting, realistic police case. Next week, the case of the kidnapped killers. Tonight's script was written by Peter Barry. Music was composed and conducted by Ben Ludlow. J. Sims speaking.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Welcome back. Well, this one had kind of a nice twist ending with the servant as the guilty party. Psychology gets criminal psychology kind of gets tweaked here. Interestingly enough, I did love the Lifebuoy commercials. With that B.O. That's just classic, you know. I wish Clippercraft had ads like that. Obviously not with the B.O., but, you know, something that memorable. That, you know, there's some ads like Clippercraft that I'm not big fans of, but Lifebuoy, oh, they're very good. All right, well, that'll do it for us today. Join us on Wednesday for Let George Do It, and then join us back here on Tuesday for Call the Police. Today's episode's brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. I especially want to thank David, who sent along a donation, and we'll be sending him access to our premium site, which we do with all donations of $10 or more. Now it's time for today's episode of Let George Do It. This one is called 3 Times and Out.
Personal notice, danger's my stock and trade. If the job's too tough for you to handle, you've got a job for me, George Valentine. Write full details.
Standard Oil Company of California invites you to Let George Do It. Before we begin tonight's adventure of George Valentine, here's a reminder that you can enjoy extra ease and convenience in motoring when you carry a Chevron National Credit Card. It provides an accurate, permanent record of your automotive purchases and is honored by leading oil companies and their dealers throughout the United States and in Canada, too. Here in the West, a Chevron National Credit Card is your key to finer products and better service at any standard station or independent Chevron gas station where they say and mean, we take better care of your car. Three times and out, another adventure of George Valentine.
Dear Mr. Valentine, we all have to die sooner or later. I'm quite aware of that. But when it happens to me, I prefer to have it come through what we call natural causes, and not as someone else has planned it. In this connection, I believe that you can be of some help to me. If you're available, please call at my office at the Sellers Bank building as soon as possible. Signed, Warren Sage.
mean somebody has already tried to take your life, Mr. Sage?
I do, Miss Brooks. Up to now, there have been 2 attempts.
Uh-huh. Well, suppose you tell us about them.
Well, the first was a couple of weeks ago. I went to the garage in the morning to get my car. When I stepped in the starter, there was a terrific explosion.
Oh, what caused it?
I later discovered a bomb had been planted near the motor to go off when I started the car.
You weren't injured?
Fortunately, no, although the front of the car was completely demolished. At first, I didn't think that bomb was meant for me.
No, why not?
Well, I seldom drive my own car. My man Frederick usually brings me down here to the office. I believe it must have been set for him.
Oh. How did you happen to be driving that particular morning, Mr. Sage?
Frederick wasn't feeling well and asked if I would mind, and I didn't, of course.
Oh, well, just offhand, I'd say that doesn't look very well for your man.
Well, I think we can eliminate Frederick. He's quite reliable. Been with me for several years.
You said there was a second time?
Yes, and that was quite a different matter. That happened only 2 days ago. See, every night before I go to bed, I have a glass of warm milk.
Yeah?
And night before last, I rang for Mrs. Hastings, housekeeper, and she brought it to me. Just as I was about to drink the milk, I detected a strange odor about it.
What sort of an odor, Mr. Sage?
Oh, the standard thing they talk about in the mystery stories, sort of a burnt almond.
Oh, yeah, I know what that would be. Well, what did you do?
I questioned Mrs. Hastings. She smelled it, too. I saved the milk along with the rest of the quart it came from, and next morning sent them to Dr. Vance.
Dr. Vance?
My physician. He analyzed them for me. The poison was there, all right, in both of them. Very deadly type.
Well, what did the housekeeper have to say when you told her? If you did.
Well, of course I did. She couldn't be of any help. She thought the milk must have been tampered with before it was brought to the house.
Well, Mr. Sage, to use a hackneyed expression, it seems to me that both times it was an inside job.
Well, I've told you about Frederick, and the same goes for Mrs. Hastings. She also has been with me for a long time.
Anyone else in your household?
Only my wife. I think you can eliminate her, too, Mr. Valentine.
Yeah. So, you want me to try and find out who's doing these things, huh?
Yes,
What's the matter?
How about...
George, Mr. Sage is ill.
Yeah. Oh, what is it, Mr. Sage? What's the trouble?
My heart
What?
has oxygen mask. Quickly.
Oxygen mask.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is, George. On the corner of the desk.
Yeah, I got it. Here.
Turn on the tank there. The valve on top.
Yeah, I see it. Just a second.
Hurry, George.
There we are. Getting it?
More. Turn more.
Yeah, okay.
He's beginning to look better, George.
Yeah, kind of blew there for a moment. Is it all right now, Mr. Sage?
All right.
I didn't know they took oxygen for a heart condition.
For certain types, yes. I don't know much about it.
How long did he have to take it?
I don't know.
All right, Mr. Valentine. That's enough. You mind turning it off, please?
Okay. You sure that's enough?
Plenty.
Oh, you're certainly lucky to have that tank of oxygen right here in your office, Mr. Sage.
I have one. Every place that I spend any time, Miss Brooks. Here, in my study at home, upstairs, my bedroom. I even carry a small tank in my car.
I didn't know what it was at first. It looked like a big roll of brown paper. Do they always come wrapped up like that?
I never have the paper taken off. The tank itself looks rather ugly.
These attacks happen quite often?
Fairly so. No matter. It's over now. Now then, how do you feel about taking my case, Valentine?
Well, I'll be glad to do what I can. I'll start by talking to Frederick and Mrs. Hastings and your wife.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Valentine. I didn't expect to see you so soon.
No, well, I guess we are a little early. This is Miss Brooks, Mrs. Sage.
So how do you do? How do you do, Miss Brooks? I'm glad you've come, Mr. Valentine.
I'd better close the door.
Of course.
I explained to you on the phone why we were here, Mrs. Sage.
Yes. I've been very worried about Warren since these things have been happening. It's good he got you.
We thought perhaps you could tell us a little more than your husband did. He was busy when we saw him.
Well, much as I'd like to, I'm afraid I can't add much. You know about the explosion and the milk.
Yes, I wanted particularly to ask you about the two servants, Mrs. Hastings and Frederick.
Oh? You think they may have had something to do with it?
Oh, not necessarily, just a possibility. What do you think?
Well, about Frederick.
Yes?
Well, since you're investigating, you'll find out sooner or later. Frederick is here for a reason.
What reason, Mrs. Sage?
Well, he got some trouble with Warren's company several years ago, was sent to jail. My husband had him paroled in his custody, providing he'd stay here and work for him.
Well, that's interesting. Have you ever seen him doing anything suspicious, out of line?
No, I haven't.
And the housekeeper?
Well, I know very little about her, Mr. Valentine. You see, she was Warren's housekeeper before we were married.
Oh?
I don't think she likes me, although she's never said so.
Maybe a little jealousy, huh?
Perhaps. But she does her job, takes my orders.
Well, frankly, Mrs. Sage, do you think either of these people would have any motive for trying to kill your husband?
I don't want to think so. Murder's a pretty drastic sort of way to gain an end, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. Well, thank you, Mrs. Sage. I want to talk to you again later.
George, where are you going?
Well, sorry to surprise you that way. Here, let me help you up. You would be Frederick.
Yes. Yes, I was just...
Leaning on the door so you'd be ready to talk to us, of course.
Frederick, you were listening.
Oh, it's no matter. We're not keeping any secrets. Oh, Mrs. Sage, would you leave us alone with Frederick for a few minutes?
Yes, of course. I'll be in the solarium when you want me again.
Thank you. Oh, sit down, Frederick.
I'd rather stand, sir.
Very well. What I've got to say won't take long. What do you know about these attempts on Mr. Sage's life?
Nothing, sir. I know nothing.
Oh, that bomb in the car didn't look good for you, did it?
Well, naturally not, but
Especially since you'd asked Mr. Sage to drive his own car that morning.
That was just a coincidence. That's all I know.
Yeah, almost a tragic coincidence. It's true, isn't it, that you're on parole to Mr. Sage?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. But that wouldn't make me want to kill him, if that's what you're getting at. He's protecting me, really.
Frederick, being so close to him, haven't you any idea who might have done these things?
Huh? Maybe I have.
Well, come on, give it to us then.
Well, I don't know anything, you understand, but did you happen to know that Mr. Sage is changing his will?
No, I didn't. In what way?
Well, he'd left quite a lot of money to Mrs. Hastings. That will was made before he was married. He decided to give her some money now in cash and cut her out of the will.
How did you know about this, Frederick?
Well, I heard him telling Mrs. Hastings. She didn't seem the least bit happy about it.
Well, now, just a minute, Frederick. Supposing that would be a motive for her to kill him before he made the change, it still doesn't seem reasonable that a woman would rig up a bomb in a car, does it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe she has an accomplice.
Yeah, maybe. Well, thanks for the information. By the way, do you know where Mrs. Hastings is now?
She'd be in the kitchen preparing dinner, I guess.
Good. We'll just go in and chat with her for a minute and then be on our way. Mrs. Hastings? I'm George Valentine. I didn't want to take you away from your work, but I'd like to ask you some questions.
My, something smells good.
Thank you.
Mrs. Hastings, who do you think is trying to kill your employer?
Huh? My employer? I don't know.
I'd explain the poisoned milk. It was in your keeping. You warmed it and took it to Mr. Sage.
You think I did it?
Oh, we don't think anything yet, Mrs. Hastings, but that incident didn't help you any, did it?
I suppose not, but I didn't do it. Mr. Sage has done too much for me. I wouldn't kill him.
Mm-hmm. Have you any idea who might want to?
I don't like to say.
Oh, well, now, if you think so much of him, it might be wise to tell us what you know.
I don't know anything. Have you met Dr. Vance?
Mr. Sage's physician? No, not yet. But what's he got to do with it?
Dr. Vance is considerably younger than Mr. Sage, and quite handsome.
What does that prove, Mrs. Hastings?
Well, he's about the age of the lady of the house.
Oh, no, wait a minute. You mean Mrs. Sage and Dr. Vance are...
Very friendly, Mr. Valentine. You might call it an attachment. Mr. Sage doesn't know it, of course, but they're together a great deal.
Well, that's a new angle, certainly. All right, thanks, Mrs. Hastings. We'll see you later.
George, where are we going now?
Get a little dinner ourselves. Then go back to the office and make up a report for the day's work.
George?
Yeah, sure.
It's getting late. Can't we put away the report for tonight and close up the office?
Sure, in just a second.
This time of night.
Hello, George Valentine.
Valentine, Warren Warren Sage.
Yes, Mr. Sage.
It's happened again.
What? Where are you?
In my study at home. Happened just a minute ago. And this one was a little closer. I'm sitting here with the lights off. You'd better come out.
We'll return to tonight's adventure of George Valentine in just one moment. How many times have you heard someone say, you know, all gasolines are the same? Well, contrary to popular belief, there are differences in gasolines. For instance, any gasoline can be refined to stress one performance feature at the expense of others. But Chevron Supreme gasoline is designed to give you not one, not two, but all 8 high-performance qualities in correct balance. And that balance is important, too, for it's the proper proportion of all 8 qualities that makes Chevron Supreme gasoline perform best in your car. Check the important qualities that you get in every gallon of Chevron Supreme. Quick starting, fast warm-up, vapor lock prevention, anti-knock, smooth acceleration, full power, economy mileage, and area blending. So stop in soon and fill her up with all 8 high-performance qualities. Get Chevron Supreme gasoline at standard stations or independent Chevron gas stations where they say and mean, we take better care of your car. Back to tonight's adventure of George Valentine. You've been called before by people who feel that their lives are in danger, but this time you're dealing with facts, definite attempts on the life of your client, Warren Sage, and now another. You haven't the least inkling of what has happened this time or how as you speed to the Sage home in the suburbs. But if your name is George Valentine, you're ready for anything as you and Brooksy enter the house and open the door of the darkened study.
Sage? Is that you, Valentine?
Yeah, that's right. Where are you?
Over here by the desk. Come on in. You'll be able to see a little by the moonlight.
Okay, Brooksy, come on.
All right, George.
I'm not sure you should have brought Miss Brooks with you this time, Valentine.
I tried not to. She insisted. What happened, Mr. Sage?
Something new and different. They've tried to bomb me, poison me. This time they took a much more direct method. They tried to shoot me.
Then you must know who...
No, I'm afraid not, Miss Brooks. See, I was sitting here at my desk going over some papers. Suddenly I heard a shot, and almost at the same time there was a shattering of glass, and the desk light went out.
It came from outside, then?
That's right. You'll notice in the moonlight the glass in that French door is broken. So is the bulb in the desk lamp.
Yeah. You didn't turn on the light again after that, huh, Mr. Sage?
Oh, no. I thought that was the better part of valor.
Good, good. It's entirely possible your assailant will stick around to see if he's done a good job.
George, you mean he might still be out there?
That's possible. All right, now stay here, both of you. I'll be back in a minute.
Tell me where you're going.
Outside to look around. Meantime, don't make any noise in here. Keep your voices down.
I'll go with you, Valentine. I know the ground.
Nothing of the kind, Mr. Sage. I like to keep my clients alive.
What was that?
I don't know. It sounded
Don't worry. Sorry. Just the rest of the glass and that pane fell out when I closed the door.
Oh, darling, I thought it was...
You can turn on the lights again now, Mr. Sage.
Do you think it's safe?
Quite safe now. I found the gun that was fired at you.
You did? Where?
Out there on the lawn, thrown beside a bush or dropped by mistake. Wasn't hard to see in the moonlight. Pretty little pearl-handled revolver.
You found that out there?
Yeah, that's right. Dainty little .22. Ever see this gun before, Mr. Sage?
Yes, I have.
Know who it belongs to?
Belongs to my wife.
George.
I thought it looked like a lady's model. Where is your wife now, Mr. Sage?
Well, she's out. She said she was tired of sitting at home alone while I was working. She was going to a movie.
Mm-hmm. And where are Frederick and Mrs. Hastings?
Well, Frederick has the night off. He goes to visit some relatives in the valley. In her room upstairs. She heard the shot and came down here a few minutes later to see what had happened. I told her I had sent for you, and I had her go back to her quarters.
Well, that accounts for everybody, I guess. Except one person we'd better see tomorrow morning. Tonight, lock yourself in your room. Don't take any chances. Dr. Vance, you know, of course, about the 3 attempts that have been made on Mr. Sage's life.
Why, yes, of course. He told me about them. 3 attempts, you say?
That's right.
But, well, I only know of 2. There was the bomb that was planted in his car and the milk. But you mentioned a 3rd.
Yeah, that happened last night. Pretty close to being successful, too. Did you ever see this before, Doctor?
Why, it looks like... Well, I don't know.
Like, Mrs. Sage's gun, you were going to say?
Well, Mrs. Sage, she had a gun like that, yes, but I can't
This
say...
gun was fired at Warren Sage last night. Just didn't happen to be aimed properly.
Good Lord, you don't think...
Where were you last night, Dr. Vance?
Why, I was making some calls.
In the evening?
Certainly, I had some special cases to see.
Oh, yeah, of course. One more thing.
Yes?
Well, in all 3 cases, suppose they were all meant to be quite obvious attempts. Not to kill Mr. Sage, but to give him a terrific fright.
Well?
Well, with his heart condition, could such a fright cause death?
It's possible, yes. If the fright were great enough.
Uh-huh. Well, thanks for the appointment. Oh, I'll just take that gun along with me. Goodbye, Doctor.
So, what have you got, George? 4 suspects, period.
Yeah, I know, Brooksy.
Any one of them could be guilty.
Or any 2.
Well, I hope you get somewhere before they try it again. Oh, by the way, you have an appointment with Dr. Jennings this afternoon.
Dr. Jennings, a dentist?
Yes, I made it for you. He said you're overdue for your 6-month checkup.
Oh, you better cancel it. I can't leave this thing now.
You'll have to pay for the appointment anyway. It's less than 24 hours. I could call you there.
I got a Brooksy. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Valentine?
Yes?
Mr. Valentine, this is Elsie Sage.
Oh, yes.
I knew you'd want me to call you. My husband is dead.
Dead? How did it happen, Mrs. Sage?
It was a heart attack. He was alone.
Heart attack, huh? Okay, I'll be right out there.
I'm afraid, Mr. Valentine, your services won't be needed anymore. I'll see that your fee is taken care of.
Well, I'm not so much interested in that right now, Mrs. Sage. Where did it happen?
In there, in his study. He didn't go to the office this morning. Stayed home to work on some papers.
He was alone, you said, on the phone.
Yes, I went in to tell him I was going out and found him there, on the floor.
Mm-hmm. May we go in?
If you want to. The doctor's still there. Dr. Vance? Yes. Oh, Elliot. Mr. Valentine is here.
What's that, Elsie? What did you... Oh, Valentine. What do you want?
Not much. That's the way you found him, huh?
Yes. You see, he's still clutching the oxygen mask.
Yes, apparently he didn't get to it in time, that's all. If it's any of your business.
Oh, I suppose it isn't now, Doctor. He hadn't turned on the oxygen, Mrs. Sage, huh?
Oh, yes. It was on when I came in. I tried his pulse, and there was no heartbeat at all. I turned off the oxygen after I called Dr. Vance.
He was definitely dead then, you're sure?
Of course she's sure. I examined him. Death due to lack of oxygen. And now, if you've seen enough, Valentine.
Oh, yes, we'll be going. Sorry, Mrs. Sage.
Thank you.
Come on, Brooksy. We'll find our way out all right, don't bother.
That's one way to lose a client, George.
Yeah.
It's too bad. I'm glad you're not on the case any longer. Somebody might have tried to kill you.
I doubt it, Angel. If I'd had a few days more, I think I could have got somewhere.
Well, you didn't. You're off the case. And you'll have plenty of time to get to your dentist appointment.
Yeah, okay. But I'd still like to know who was trying to kill my client.
I'm glad all my patients aren't like you, Valentine.
All right.
Wait a minute. What'd you say?
I said, why? I'm not hard to get along with.
Oh, no, not that. Just no cavities so far. But the lower's all clean. Can't even find one. All my patients were like you. Pardon me, I didn't get you.
How'd you expect to with your fist in my mouth? I just said you'll probably drill a couple of cavities if you can't find some.
Oh, no. That's not a kind thing to say. All right, Valentine, turn your head that way, will you? Just to the left a little. Yeah, that's good. We'll get these over here. Yeah. Afraid I'm not going to find any up here either. Of course, I might be lucky, but I don't think... Take it easy. This won't last very long. All right. If you want to talk all the time, I can't get my work.
Look, wait a minute.
What?
Those 2 tanks you've got over there in the corner.
Yeah? What about them? They're standing there every time you come in the office.
Sure, I know, but what are they for?
Tap you up or put you to sleep. Take your choice. Now let's get back to work.
No, wait a minute. The one on the left, what's in it?
All right. You want a short course in medical science? It's oxygen. You feel faint, your heart slows down. I give you oxygen, you feel better.
Right.
Now...
I mean, the tank on the right. What's in it?
Nitrous oxide.
Well, what's it for?
Well, you have a tooth that has to come out. You don't want it to hurt. I give you nitrous oxide. You go to sleep. Then when you wake up, the tooth is gone. Simple as that, huh?
Wouldn't be good to take for a heart attack. Huh?
Oh, I should say not.
Hey, quick, come on, get this bib off, Doc. Let me out of here.
No. You're crazy? What's the idea?
Let me out, I said. I think I just solved a murder.
Yeah, but I haven't cleaned your uppers.
I know, that'll wait. This won't. Thanks for helping me, Doc.
I helped you how?
Tell you when I come back. So long. Hello, Jackson Hospital Service? Well, I'm calling for Mr. Warren Sage. I'm his accountant, and I just wanted to check on his last order. Oh, you got it right there. Good. Yeah. Well, what did the order consist of? Mm-hmm. Oh, and who phoned in the order? Oh, yes. Yes, that's fine. Well, thank you. Goodbye. Hey, Brooksy.
Yes, George.
They all in the living room?
All of them. Not very happy, though. What's it all about?
Tag along. You'll see. Come on. Well, thank you all for coming.
Oh, Valentine, what's the meaning of this?
Sage, Frederick, Mrs. Hastings, and you, Dr. Vance. Yes, you're all here.
Oh, don't you think you've interfered enough, Mr. Valentine? My husband is dead.
Yes, I know, Mrs. Sage. I'll try to make this as brief as possible. You see, I got you all together here to tell you something that one of you already knows. Mr. Sage didn't die a natural death.
Didn't die a natural death?
No, Mrs. Hastings. He was murdered.
Murdered? What do you mean? We all saw
I know,
him.
Frederick. He'd been alone. Was dead when you discovered him, Mrs. Sage. But regardless of all that, he was murdered.
I think you'd better make yourself clear, Valentine. This is no time for false accusations.
Of course, Dr. Vance. I wouldn't have got you all together here if I'd known which one of you was the murderer.
Which one of us?
Yeah. I had to keep you all here until I got what I wanted. I have it.
Well, Mr. Valentine?
Not very well for you, Frederick. People go to chairs and gas chambers for what you've done.
Why, you stupid meddling fool. You've got nothing on me. I'm not going to stay here.
Oh, yes, you are, Frederick. Stop right where you are, because I got a gun on you.
You'll never get me.
There are still bullets in this gun, Buster. Even after the one that was fired last night. You, recognize this gun, Mrs. Sage?
Yes, it's mine. It was stolen some time ago.
Yeah, that's right. By Frederick. He thought it would be a good way to plan a murder on you.
But George, how do you know?
That Mr. Sage was murdered? Because when he had a heart attack this morning, he didn't take oxygen. He took an anesthetic, nitrous oxide. Enough of it to kill anyone with a bad heart. Frederick here ordered it and set up the tank in his study.
I should have guessed. Ever since Warren refused to release Frederick from his parole.
Brooksy, call Lieutenant Johnson, will you? We'll hold Frederick until he gets here.
All right, but are you sure, George? How did you know what was in that tank?
Found out from my dentist, Angel. Tell you about it later. Now go on. Call Johnson and we'll get out of here.
Perhaps you've noticed how many automobile manufacturers are now recommending a heavy-duty motor oil for top protection under all driving conditions. To keep modern automobile engines running better, our scientists subjected hundreds of motor oils to grueling laboratory and road tests. Even atomic energy was used in this search. Treated piston rings in test cars helped to unlock new secrets of motor wear as it occurred. The result was heavy-duty RPM, which exceeds all manufacturers' requirements for a heavy-duty motor oil. RPM actually doubles engine life, the time between major overhauls due to lubrication. So, buy what's best for your car. Get heavy-duty RPM motor oil at independent Chevron gas stations or standard stations where they say and mean, we take better care of your car.
George?
Yeah, Angel?
You think Frederick tried to kill Mr. Sage all three of the other times, too?
Sure. Johnson got a complete confession out of him.
Oh. But you still haven't told me how you knew that tank had nitrous oxide in it.
Easy. Happened to see the two tanks in Doc Jennings' office. Noticed that an oxygen tank has green on it and nitrous oxide blue. So I just had a hunch.
But why didn't anybody else notice that?
Well, don't you remember Sage told us he always left his tanks wrapped in the paper they came in? Never took it off? I ripped it down to find out.
Mm-hmm. Well, how about Mrs. Sage and Dr. Vance, George? Were they really in love?
No. Just a figment of Mrs. Hastings' imagination.
I wish somebody around here would have a figment of the imagination. Like, for instance.
For instance, I imagine I'd better get back to Doc Jennings' office and have him finish cleaning my teeth.
Sure.
See you later, Angel.
Tonight's adventure of George Valentine has been brought to you by Standard Oil Company of California on behalf of independent Chevron gas stations and standard stations throughout the West. Robert Bailey is starred as George with Virginia Gregg as Brooksy. Let George Do It was written by Lloyd London and directed by Kenneth Webb. Larry Dobkin was heard as Sage, Lee Patrick as Mrs. Sage, Tony Barrett as Frederick, Don Randolph as Dr. Vance, and Florence Ravenel as Mrs. Hastings. The music was composed and presented by Eddie Dunstetter. Your announcer, John Heaston. Listen again next week, same time, same station, to Let George Do It. Let George Do It is heard overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. This is the Mutual Don Lee Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. You know, the voice of that doctor reminded me a lot of Edward Platt's, of course, who did the chief from Get Smart. And I actually went and double-checked to make sure Edward Platt didn't have a name change. As far as I can find, he didn't. All right, well, that will actually do it for today. If you do have a comment, send it to me, box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives. I also encourage you to rate the show over on iTunes. We've got 162 ratings on the main feed, but we appreciate all of those positive responses. You don't have to write a review. You can just leave a rating without a review. It's truly appreciated. And we'll see you back here tomorrow with Sherlock Holmes, and then join us back here next week for another episode of Let George Do It. Well, now we're pleased to bring you today's episode of Sherlock Holmes, brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. This one is called The Adventure of the East End Strangler.
From New York City, the makers of Clipper Craft Clothes for Men and more than 1,200 leading retail stores from coast to coast present that immortal character created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the world's most famous detective, Sherlock Holmes, starring John Stanley. This week's story, The Adventure of the East End Strangler.
Holmes, what do you expect to find here at this house?
A killer, Watson. A fiendish and diabolical killer seeking another victim.
A prince of crime. As shrewd and as vicious as Jack the Ripper.
Good Lord, Holmes, what's that?
Quick, Watson, into that house. That scream came from a victim of the East End Strangler.
We're at the door of Dr. John Watson's study, and we're about to hear another of his adventures with the fabulous Sherlock Holmes.
Well, good evening, Mr. Harris.
Good evening, Dr. Watson. And what memoir are you compiling tonight, sir?
Tonight, Mr. Harris, I am hard at work on an adventure that for sheer terror is unparalleled in my memoirs. If you can imagine a lurking shadow in the dark, the agonized scream of a stricken woman, all London held in a grip of dark horror. I'm afraid I'm a bit ahead of my story here, Mr. Harris.
Well, you've got me on the edge of my chair now, Dr. Watson. What's this adventure called?
My old friend Holmes always refers to it as the adventure of the East End Strangler. And after you give our audience a few hints on Clippercraft clothes, Mr. Harris, I shall proceed with our story.
Regardless of what the weatherman says, the calendar tells us that now's the time for a new spring suit. A good-looking spring suit that lifts your spirits and makes you feel the way you look, like a new man. In short, a Clippercraft suit, styled to make you look your best, broad-shouldered, trim-waisted, the tapered-down look of a well-dressed man. Now, don't say that you can't afford that kind of suit, because you can. Yes, a genuine Clippercraft suit of pure worsted costs only $45. And that beautiful Clippercraft topcoat in all-wool gabardine or covert costs from $40 to $47.50. But Clippercraft clothes look like much more, feel like much more, actually make you look like the best-dressed man in any company. So tomorrow, visit your Clippercraft dealer and treat yourself to a spring suit you'll be proud to wear. A Clippercraft suit. And now, Dr. Watson, what about the adventure of the East End Strangler?
Well, Mr. Harris, it began in September of 1898. Exactly 10 years after Jack the Ripper had left his blood-drenched trail through the squalid dives of Whitechapel and Spitalfields. The memory of Jack the Ripper was growing dim when a new nocturnal prowler, a shadowy terror, began to haunt the dark streets of London. A woman was throttled to death in Shadwell, another in Wapping, and soon the name of the East End Strangler was enough to strike terror in every heart. The official police were helpless against this cruel, pitiless, and devilishly shrewd marauder. And then one foggy night in Radcliffe, near the Thames, a lady came running through the fog when...
Constable! Constable!
Here now, lady, what's up?
The Strangler. He just accosted me on Radcliffe Highway.
Steady now, ma'am. Easy does it. You're sure it was the Strangler?
Oh, yes, Constable, I'm sure. He ran after me in the fog. I lost him just a moment ago.
Ma'am, listen. You see that lane there?
That dark little street.
Right. You just go down it till you come to Commercial Road East. You'll be able to get a cab there.
Oh, Constable, no. Don't leave me.
Nothing to worry about now, ma'am. You just follow my instructions. I'm going back and look for this East End Strangler. There isn't a man on the force who hasn't been itching to get him.
Who's that? Who's standing there in the fog? Who are you? What?
Good evening, my dear.
You.
That's a lovely throat you have, my dear. So graceful and white like a swan's. Yes, my dear, the Strangler. The East End Strangler. And your throat. Ah, yes, your throat is smooth. So smooth, like silk. And graceful. So graceful.
No.
It's a pity. Such a pity to mar the whiteness of that throat. But what can I do? What else can I do?
Oh, please. Oh, no. Oh, don't.
How soft to the touch. How it yields to the caress of my hands.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't.
Don't cry out, my dear. Don't fight and struggle. The others have tried to cry out, too, but it was useless. In a moment, you will feel no pain. Now it is all over, my dear. And it's such a pity. Such a pity. But then, my dear, what else could I do?
Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, this affair of the East End Strangler, I'm forced to admit, has got out of hand.
So we have observed in the newspapers, eh, Holmes?
Yes, quite, Watson, quite. I must say, Inspector Lestrade, it's rather late in the game to summon my colleague and myself. The official police have bungled this affair badly.
I should say. Lady Wyndham last night was his third victim. I've no doubt he's plotting the fourth.
Dr. Watson, the man's uncanny, a genius, I might say. He moves about like a shadow, strikes and vanishes.
Yes. You've doubled the constables, Lestrade?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. But the beggar seems to be on to the police every step of the way. He's eluded every trap we've set for him so far.
Then we must bait the hook with a more subtle lure, my dear Lestrade. Now, suppose we examine the facts.
Yes?
First, the Strangler chooses only women as victims. We know that these women are of high breeding and good circumstance.
Yes, but what are they doing in the slums of the East End, Holmes?
That's an excellent question, my dear Watson, and a curious circumstance which will bear investigation. But now, let us examine the exact geographical area of the Strangler's operations. You have a map of London, Lestrade?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Right here on my desk.
Capital. Now then, gentlemen, observe. The first victim was found in Shadwell, here. The second in Wapping, here. And the third and latest, Lady Wyndham, here, in Ratcliffe. Now, let us draw a circle around these points.
By Jove, Holmes.
They're all in the borough of Stepney.
Precisely, Lestrade. The Strangler, for some pertinent reason, has limited his activities to Stepney in the East End. A whim, perhaps, but I'm more inclined to believe it's either design or circumstance. Now then, let us proceed with our investigation.
What now, Holmes?
Now, Watson, we shall examine Lady Wyndham's body in the mortuary. Extraordinary, Watson. This East End Strangler is not only wanton and cruel, but infernally clever. He struck and left no clue on the body.
Yes.
Inspector Lestrade, a question.
Yes, Mr. Holmes.
I note Lady Wyndham's purse is torn open and empty. Was this true in the case of the previous victims?
Yes.
Yes, ostensibly the motive is simple robbery, but I have an idea there's much more to this than meets the eye. Watson.
Yes, Holmes?
I'm afraid we're in for some rather routine investigation for a day or two. We must investigate the personal lives of the Strangler's 3 well-to-do victims and ascertain why they went to Stepney in the dead of night.
Any suggestion for myself, Mr. Holmes?
I have indeed, Lestrade. I suggest that you place a curfew upon all of Stepney Borough. Order all residents to be indoors by 9 o'clock.
Lady Margaret, ma'am.
Oh, it's you, Mary.
What? You're all dressed, milady. Surely you're not going out at this time of night alone?
Yes, I must. It's urgent.
But it's dangerous, Mum. What with the Strangler walking the streets and all?
I've got to take the chance, Mary. It's a foggy night outside, and I don't think anyone will see me.
Lord love us, Mum, but it's all too much for a poor girl like me. Why should you be going out on a night like this and all alone?
Mary, you remember my confiding in you about George?
You mean?
Yes, the man I almost married 20 years ago. I just got a letter from him this morning.
Lady Margaret, then he's alive. He's come back to London.
Yes, but he's in desperate straits, Mary. Oh, you understand. Hiding in the slums of Stepney. The police are pursuing him for something he didn't do, and he needs money. Money to get away. I must bring it to him tonight. Alone. And Mary...
Yes, Lady Margaret?
You're not to breathe a single word of this to anyone. Everything I've told you now and before is in the strictest confidence. You understand?
Yes, Mum.
Very well. I'll go back to the servants' quarters and go to bed. I won't be back until early this morning. George! George, open the door. It's Margaret. George! Oh, this house seems dark, deserted. Who?
I'm afraid you won't find anyone home, my dear.
Who are you?
Don't you know Lady Margaret?
No.
Yes, my dear.
Don't.
Such a lovely throat, such a pretty white throat, such a soft, warm throat. What can I do? Now then, my lady, first the letter from George, and then the money, and we'll be off.
All! Stand where you are!
The police!
All!
Well, Dr. Watson, this is one adventure I'm going to remember for a long time.
Yes, Mr. Harris. What you've heard is only the beginning. In a few moments, after you give our audience some facts to remember on Clipper Craft Clothes, I shall relate to you what happened.
These leading stores in the metropolitan area are proud to add their names to Clipper Craft in your suits and topcoats. In Manhattan, Saks 34th, Broadway at 34th. John Wanamaker Men's Stores, Broadway at 8th and 67 Liberty Street. In Brooklyn, Abraham and Strauss. In Newark, New Jersey, Boulevard Men's Shop, Kresge Newark. And in Jamaica, the B&B Clothes Shop, 16408 Jamaica Avenue.
And now, Dr. Watson, you were telling us of the adventure of the East End Strangler.
Yes, Mr. Harris, I was. Holmes and I were at Baker Street late that night, going over the results of our routine investigation, when we received an urgent message from Inspector Lestrade. The East End Strangler had been abroad on the dark streets of Stepney again. He'd struck again, and he'd vanished like a ghost in the fog, leaving his dead and mangled victim behind him. This time, Lady Margaret Blencroft. Naturally, Holmes and I lost no time in getting to the scene. Then Holmes asked,
Who discovered the body, Inspector Lestrade?
Why, one of my men heard a scream, Mr. Holmes. Constable Wilson. He ran up, but the Strangler took to his heels and made off in the fog. Constable Higgins joined Wilson a moment later, and the two of them searched the area.
And found nothing, eh, Lestrade?
Oh, nothing, Dr. Watson. The Strangler vanished like a phantom. I still don't see how he got through my police guard, what with curfew and all.
A remarkably clever fellow, the Strangler, Lestrade. I do not admire his calling, but I must confess a certain grudging respect for his ingenuity.
Jove, yes, the fellow is almost fiendishly clever. What next, Holmes?
A careful examination of the body, Watson. The same wanton attack, as you see. And one moment.
What is it, Mr. Holmes?
I note that the contents of Lady Margaret's purse are untouched. It contains £200 and a letter.
Well, Strangler must have been surprised before he could make away with the money, eh, Holmes?
Quite, Watson, quite, but it's this letter that interests me at the moment. The request for funds from someone named George. An old admirer, according to the text.
Holmes, you think that letter
is bogus, Inspector, and so is George. Obviously a pretext to lure the victim into this area. Aha!
What is it, Holmes?
Note, Watson, you too, Lestrade. Observe. There are some small blue threads clutched in the fist of the victim.
Blue threads?
Yes.
You consider them significant, Holmes?
I do indeed, very. But come, Watson, it's late. Let us find a cab and return to Baker Street. There'll be time enough tomorrow to track our men down.
Holmes, I must confess I'm completely baffled by this Strangler fellow.
Are you, Watson? I cannot say the same for myself. Consider the results of our investigation today.
What about them?
We found that each victim, on the day of her murder, had withdrawn a large sum of money from the bank.
Yes, Holmes, I know.
We know that the killer lured his victims to the slums of the East End, and specifically to Stepney, through the use of bogus letters purporting to be from old friends or lovers.
Well, what about it, Holmes?
Obviously, this fellow who's taken the mantle of Jack the Ripper must have had access to intimate and personal information concerning his intended victims.
Yes, that seems reasonable, Holmes.
Quite. And therefore, our next step is to pay a visit to the home of the latest victim, Lady Margaret Blencroft, and question her personal maid.
Well, Holmes, all the maid could tell us was that she was asleep. Didn't hear Lady Margaret go out. I'm afraid we didn't get very far here.
Oh, on the contrary, Watson, we did.
Eh? What do you mean?
The contents of her sewing basket. They were significant. Very. But come, let's be off to Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard? Why?
I wish to talk to Inspector Lestrade, and then to inspect the police who will be on the lookout for the Strangler tonight. So these are the lists of the Metropolitan Police assignments, eh, Lestrade?
That is correct, Mr. Holmes. As you see, London is divided into police areas. And the names of the constables assigned to each area are listed.
Yes, quite. I cannot say that I'm impressed by your techniques of criminal investigation, my dear Lestrade, but I must say these police records are in excellent order.
Holmes, what the devil does all this mean? Why are you taking such an extraordinary interest in the affairs of the police here?
Because, Watson, it's only by way of the official police that we can hope to arrest the East End Strangler.
Oh, now, Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to know you're going to require our close cooperation. For once.
Quite. Now then, Lestrade, I understand you've requested a special inspection of the police constables before they venture into Stepney tonight.
Yes, Mr. Holmes.
Come, Watson, let's view this inspection. You may find it most interesting.
Well, here we are, gentlemen. As you see, the men are waiting for inspection.
Attention! Oh, fine-looking squad of men, Inspector.
Finest on the force, Dr. Watson.
Suppose we review the constables now, Lestrade.
As you wish, Mr. Holmes. After you.
Yeah, I must say, Holmes, this reminds me of the old days with the Army. I recall one day the General reviewed my brigade at Bombay.
One moment, Watson. You there. What is your name, Constable?
You mean me, sir?
I do indeed. What is your name?
Higgins, sir. Edward Higgins.
Oh, yes. I read your report, Higgins, on what happened last night. Very neat. Very concise.
Thank you, sir.
I cannot say the same for your personal appearance, however.
What do you mean, Mr. Holmes?
Your tunic, man, your tunic. It's been torn in the collar and re-sewn with new thread. Perhaps you can explain the reason for this.
Oh, no, you don't.
Holmes, Constable Higgins is running away.
Higgins! What's the meaning of this? Come back!
Stop that man, stop him.
He's running straight for that big window. There he goes! Holmes, he's made good his escape.
He has indeed, but only for the moment. We must anticipate his moments from now on. Yes. Come, Watson, there's no time to lose.
Right.
Edward Higgins.
Shut the door, Mary, quick.
Edward, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be on duty.
It's Holmes, Mary. He's found me out. The game's up, and I've got to get away to the hideaway on the continent.
Edward, well, I'll go with you like we arranged. We'll go together. Wait till I pack my bag.
Don't bother, Mary.
What do you mean?
The East End Strangler still has another job to do. Another neck to twist.
Edward, what do you mean? Whose neck?
Yours, my dear.
Edward, no!
Yes, Mary. You know too much about me and our little game. You know where I'm going to hide out from here. This Detective Holmes will be sure to worm it from you.
Edward, for the love of heaven!
Besides, why should I share all the money I took from those fine ladies with you? I got plans of my own, dearie.
Oh, Edward, no, please, don't! Ah!
Such a lovely throat, my dear, so graceful, so smooth. A pity, Mary, but what can I do? What can I do?
Take your hands from her, Higgins.
Holmes!
Look out, Holmes, he's going to rush you.
I'll teach you to interfere.
Suppose I teach you a little jiu-jitsu, Higgins. Away you go.
Jove, Holmes, you flung him right over your shoulder. Well, he's unconscious.
Yes, quite, Watson. He made the mistake of being off balance on the attack. Now, while this constable lies here, Watson, suppose you go out and find another constable to arrest him. And this woman as his accessory.
I see. So Mary the maid, through the gossip of other servants, learned of those women with past love affairs, and then told the Strangler, eh, Holmes?
Precisely.
But how did you know that he was a member of the official police, Mr. Holmes?
Obvious, Lestrade. Remember, Constable Higgins had an intimate knowledge of police strategy, and therefore was able to elude the patrols. Furthermore, Lady Margaret Glencroft was strangled during a curfew, when only police constables were allowed on the streets. Recall, too, that Higgins, by a curious coincidence, was close to Lady Margaret when she was murdered.
Ah, and Higgins' patrol area had always been the Stepney district.
Quite.
But the blue threads in Lady Margaret's clenched hands, what about them, Holmes?
Oh, yes, the blue threads, Watson. They were the same color as the tunics worn by the London bobbies. She tore Higgins's collar in the struggle, and he hurried to his accomplice Mary to have it repaired. I had only to inspect the police line and pick out a man with a ripped collar, newly resewn.
Holmes, I must say you've conducted a rather sound investigation here. Very professional.
Thank you, Lestrade. I appreciate the compliment. And I hope you will not hesitate to call on me in the future. It's always a pleasure to rescue the official police from their own mistakes. Hey, Watson?
Well, Dr. Watson, that was some adventure.
Yes, Mr. Harris. And I'm happy to say that while the person who made Mary received a life sentence for her part, the East End Strangler was hoisted by his own petard, so to speak, on a rope in Newgate Prison.
I see. And now, Dr. Watson, what adventure will you relate to us next week?
Next week, Mr. Harris, I shall tell you of an adventure which I have entitled Murder on a Wager. It concerns two dead bodies floating in the Mediterranean and an unbelievably odd wager that made history at Monte Carlo.
The makers of Clippercraft clothes and more than 1,200 stores from coast to coast have brought you another in the new series of broadcasts featuring the world's most famous detective, Sherlock Holmes. Our stories are based upon the character Sherlock Holmes created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and the program is produced and directed by Basil Lochran. Sherlock Holmes is played by John Stanley, Dr. Watson by George Spelvin. This week's story was written by Max Ehrlich, with special music by Albert Berman. If you don't know your Clippercraft dealer, write Clippercraft, 200 Fifth Avenue, New York City. Be sure to listen next week to Sherlock Holmes in Murder on a Wager. This is Cy Harris speaking for Clippercraft Clothes. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. Well, this kind of evocative of the hands of Mr. Ottermole in its solution. I kind of the last part of the show, I was somewhat surprised because usually, when Sherlock Holmes, he can tend to put down the official police, but he doesn't do it right in front of them. While he and Watson are just sitting there laughing it up, I was waiting for Lestrade to say, "Excuse me, I'm right here." But anyway, we move now to listener comments and feedback. David said, "I really like Sherlock Holmes, and I appreciate the commentary at the beginning and end of each show. I also like it that I can listen whenever I want. I hope you keep doing this for a long time." Thank you. And Unitha, she writes, "I love the podcast. I have the app on the iPhone. My favorite shows are Johnny Dollar and Sherlock Holmes. Also like Frank Race. Keep up the great work." Well, thanks so much. It's truly appreciated, everybody listening. And that will do it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with yours truly, Johnny Dollar. And then join us next Thursday for another episode of Sherlock Holmes. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thank you so much for your support. Well, I actually skipped an episode last week. I played the episode I should have played this week. However, I think it all works out okay because today's episode has a very special guest star. And as this is the 800th episode of the program, maybe it's appropriate and a taste of what will be coming in just a few months. Well, anyway, here from March 23rd, 1954, is the Classified Killer Matter.
For your listening enjoyment, John Lund has...
Johnny Dollar.
Did I wake you up, Dollar? Oh, how could you? It's only 4 in the morning.
Sorry, this is Ted Albright. I'm Eastern Indemnity's new branch manager in Chicago.
Congratulations and good night.
Oh, wait a minute, Dollar. I need you out here right away. It's about Frank Harvey.
One of your claim adjusters?
Then you do know him.
I worked on a lot of cases with him, yeah.
Well, you won't work on any more. He's been murdered.
I'll take the first plane out.
Mind if I cut in to say something, fellows? It won't take too long, since a word to the wise is sufficient. And in the English language, there is one word which is important to just about everyone in the world. That word is security. Security has several different meanings, however. Usually, we think of it in connection with the protecting of our military installations and defense industries. But it means more than that. There is a security which applies to every man, woman, and child in America. The security which comes from being in good health, having a good education, and being well taken care of in case things get a little too tough to handle by oneself. This kind of security is the problem of the President's newest cabinet member, the Secretary of Health, Education, and Welfare. This department ties together the work of several governmental agencies. First, there is the United States Public Health Service, which strives to make certain that the general health of the people in our country is in the best of condition. Then there is the Food and Drug Administration, which guarantees that the food we eat is pure and safe to eat. The Social Security Board, which takes care of old people, children, and the blind who need assistance, also comes under the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare, as does the United States Office of Education. This office does research on the educational possibilities, changes, and opportunities, and passes on its information to the various state boards of education. As you can see, the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare is one of the most important agencies in our government, assuring us, as it does, of a normal and healthy way of life.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Eastern Indemnity and Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the classified killer matter. Expense account item 1, $71.30. Airfare and incidentals between Hartford and Chicago. I was greeted at the airport by Ted Albright and one of Chicago's winter blizzards.
Sorry about this lousy weather, Dollar. It'll slow us up plenty.
Oh, no hurry. It'll give you time to fill me in on Frank Harvey.
Well, I can tell you everything I know in about a half a minute. I wasn't even in town when it happened. The wife and I were visiting her folks in Milwaukee. The police traced me there at 2 this morning.
What did they tell you?
Oh, lousy drivers think they own the whole road.
Yeah, what did the police tell you?
Well, Frank was apparently at the office until 6:45 last night. That's when the night elevator man signed him out in his book. He left the office alone. About an hour later, a truck driver found his body half buried in a snowdrift out on Manheim Road near the Northwest City limits. He's been shot 3 times at close range. And that's all I know.
Well, not very much, is it?
Watch what you're doing. All the stupid morons. Everybody thinks he can drive a car.
You're kind of on edge, aren't you?
Well, who wouldn't be? This thing happening to Harvey, driving back to Chicago in the middle of the night, no sleep. Oh, I'm sorry, Dollar. I guess it all piled up on me. I suppose you want to go right to our offices here.
No, I'll check with the police first. You want to drop me off?
Sure.
By the time we got down to 11th and State, the snowplows were out in full force. I went up to Homicide, where I met Lieutenant Franchetti.
A blizzard like this always cuts down the crime incidence rate, fella. Homicide, particularly. There'll be a rise in deaths from natural causes and Yakky-Dack, but not much for our department.
Yakky-Dack?
Yeah. Anti-freeze. Favorite cold weather drink of the bums on West Madison. They drain it from the radiators of parked cars. It's pretty lethal. And here.
Oh, thanks.
You want to know what we got on Frank Harvey, do you?
That's the general idea.
Well, we picked up a little more dope since we talked to Albright. Looks like Harvey was murdered while trying to sell his car.
How do you figure that?
We've been running a classified ad in one of the evening papers for the last couple of nights. Here's a copy of it.
Thanks. For sale, 53 Cadillac convertible, perfect condition, all accessories reasonable. How does this tie in?
Well, according to one of the mechanics in the garage where Harvey kept his car, he met a prospective buyer there last night. He heard him discussing the car, and then Harvey and the man got in and drove off. That was about 5 to 7.
The mechanic give you a description?
Yeah, pretty detailed one. Didn't catch his name, though. Ziegler's checking over the mug books right now.
That's the mechanic's name?
Yeah, Will Ziegler. So far, he's drawn a blank. Anyway, at 8:37 last night, we clocked in a call from a truck driver phoning from a pay station out on Mannheim Road. He found Harvey in a snowbank.
He was shot to death, huh?
Yeah, 3 bullet wounds, 2 slugs still in him. Third one's missing. .38 caliber. The land and groove marks are clean enough to identify the gun if we ever find it.
What about the car?
It's missing. Put out an APB with a description of the man and the general pickup on the car. No luck so far.
Well, how do you see it, Lieutenant?
Well, my guess is somebody figured out a cheap way to get himself a good automobile. Well, that's it, Dollar. That's pretty routine from here on in. Nothing much you can do to help.
No, maybe not, Lieutenant, but I'd like to stick around.
Well, sure. Nothing else you can probably... Excuse me. Lieutenant Franchetti. Yes, Sergeant. Oh, good. The address again? Yeah, I got it. Thanks. Would you like to take a ride, Dollar?
Where to?
Mannheim Road. I just found Harvey's car.
It took us some 45 skidding minutes to make our way through the storm out to a beer and hamburger joint on Mannheim Road. A precinct car and a handful of reporters were already there when we arrived. A detective sergeant filled us in on the background.
The owner of this place came out about an hour ago to open up, Lieutenant. He saw the car parked out there in the parking lot and phoned in.
Uh-huh.
Frank Harvey's car, all right.
Been out here a long time, all that snow piled on it.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt about where Harvey got shot. Not with all those bloodstains on the seat.
Uh-huh. You sure that mechanic said it was a man Harvey drove off with last night?
Does something give you a different idea?
There's a woman's compact back here on the floor. Expense account item 2, $3.80. Cab fare back to your offices in downtown Chicago. We got nowhere talking to the beer joint owner, and there weren't any more physical clues in the car to tell us anything. But I figured maybe Ted Albright could.
This doesn't make sense, Dollar.
Why not?
Well, you said the garage mechanic saw Frank drive away with a man. How'd a woman get into the picture?
Well, I thought maybe you could help us with that.
Me? How?
Well, you were Frank's boss. You must have got to know him pretty well.
Oh, sure. But what's that got to do with this woman?
Well, did he have any girlfriends? Anybody in particular that he went around with?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I'm sure he didn't.
A young, single guy making a good salary, driving a 53 Cadillac convertible, and he didn't have any girlfriends?
Well, I didn't mean it that way. Sure he did, but there wasn't anybody in particular I knew of. No women involved in any recent adjustments either.
Oh, you've been going through Harvey's claim files, huh?
Yeah, I thought it might be a good idea. Didn't come up with anything, though.
What about life insurance?
Yeah, I talked to him about that. All he was carrying was 10,000 GI. Mother was the beneficiary. No motive there. Yeah, looks like the police were right. Somebody was just trying to get himself a car, Steve. Would you get it, Dollar?
Yeah, sure. Hello.
Is this the insurance company where that fellow worked who was killed?
That's right. Who's this?
Well, what I want to know is, you guys willing to pay something for finding the guy who done it?
Do you know something about it?
I know plenty, mister. Yeah, plenty. But I ain't telling nothing without getting paid for it. Not that I don't believe every patriotic citizen should ought to do his duty. But if there's a few bucks lying around, well, someone's got to make a living these days, you know.
Yeah, sure. Suppose we get together and talk it over.
Well, no, I wouldn't want to do that, mister, unless I was pretty sure of making a deal. Well, not that I ain't on the side of law and order, you understand. But it ain't too easy for a guy to get along these days, what with the high cost of living and all.
If you have information, you've got a deal. Now, where do we get together?
It ain't that I want to chisel you for anything, mister. Always willing to do my duty as a honest citizen.
Yeah. Where do we get together?
Well, now, my name's Taggart. Spell it with 2 G's. I'm the room clerk at the Biloxi Hotel.
Where's that?
Well, it's at Wells and Grand. Now, I ain't trying to chisel or
Be right there. Expense account item 3, $1.25. Cab fare to the Biloxi Hotel. Expense account item 4, $20. To help the room clerk, Martin Taggart, combat the high cost of living. Two principal items of which were obviously garlic and bourbon.
That's her name right there. Wrote on the register. Miss Alma Carter, she calls herself.
She checked in here around 9:30 last night.
That's right. All kind of scared and frightened looking. Noticed some stains on her coat, too. Looked like blood to me. Oh, not that it's any of my business. I just give them their rooms and collect their money. That's all I'm paid for.
All right, let's have the rest of it, Taggart.
Well, when she come out here in the lobby every couple of hours or so to listen to the news broadcast on the radio there, and when she wanted me to go out and buy the papers for her 3 or 4 times, well, I started wondering about things.
Very shrewd.
Yeah. Well, when I heard the news about that woman's compact being found in the car, that kind of clinched things. I figured then I'd better put through a call to you.
She's in room 14?
That's right. Room 14. You'll find it right straight down
Thanks.
Yes, who's there?
Miss Carter, I'd like to talk to you.
Who are you?
My name is Dollar, insurance investigator.
Insurance and... All right, come on.
Thanks.
What's this all about, Mr. Dollar? Knocking on a perfect stranger's room, saying you have to talk with you.
Let's get one thing straight first. You're wrong about our being strangers.
Wrong. I've never seen you before.
No, but I've seen you. Or at least your picture.
My picture?
Yeah. On the desk of the Chicago manager for Eastern Indemnity.
On the desk of...
That's right. Mrs. Albright.
You know, many great men have attained the highest office in our land, the presidency of the United States. Can you guess the name of this man? He was president longer than anyone else. Probably no other president since Lincoln had as many friends and enemies. During his administration, many beneficial measures became law, such as unemployment compensation and Social Security. During a serious banking crisis, he reassured the people by declaring, "All we have to fear is fear itself." When he was 63, a brain hemorrhage put an end to one of the most controversial administrations in our history. If you don't have his name by now, here's one more clue. He was the first to broadcast the so-called fireside chat. Who was he? Franklin Delano Roosevelt, 32nd President of the United States. His life is part of your American heritage.
And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
Under the proper circumstances, Mrs. Ted Albright could have been a very attractive woman. Under the circumstances in which I met her, she didn't come even close to making the grade.
You know who I am. You know I'm Ted's wife.
You were with Frank Harvey last night?
Yes,
When he was killed?
yes.
What happened, Mrs. Albright?
Can I have a cigarette, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Thanks. I ran out a couple of hours ago. Didn't help my nerves any.
Yeah.
Thank you, that helps.
All right, what happened, Mrs. Albright?
Well, Frank was going to give a prospect a ride in the car last night. He asked me if I'd mind going along.
Pretty friendly with Frank, were you?
He's a good friend.
Your husband know that you had this date with him?
No, Ted thought I was visiting my folks in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Frank picked me up the main entrance of the insurance building about 7.
This other man was in the car?
Yes, the front seat next to Frank.
I got in and sat between him and the door.
Did Frank introduce you?
He mentioned the man's name, yes, but it was in kind of a mumble. I didn't get it.
Okay. What happened then?
Well, the man asked Frank if he'd mind driving out to his house so he could have his wife look at the car. He didn't give the exact address, just told Frank to drive up Mannheim Road.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
We were driving along a lonely stretch of road when the man told Frank to pull over to the side and stop. He had a gun in his hand. Frank asked him what the big idea was. And the man laughed in a kind of crazy way. Pulled the trigger.
What happened then?
Everything was kind of a blur after that. I think I screamed. Tried to get out of the car. I know I fell to the ground. And I got to my feet and started running.
Did the man chase you?
I don't know. I just kept on running, and when I saw that old shack down the road, I ran behind it and hid. I think I fainted then. Sometime later, I got a lift from a passing motorist. He took me into town, and I came here.
You've been here ever since?
Yes.
Why didn't you call the police when you got into town?
Don't you realize what happened? I was out with a man who wasn't my husband. Involved in a murder. I couldn't tell anyone. My only chance to avoid being involved in a scandal. Can't you understand that?
No, I can't. And I don't think Frank Harvey could either. After Mrs. Albright told her story to Lieutenant Franchetti and a police stenographer, she was booked and held as a material witness. Then Franchetti sent out a pickup for Ted Albright.
Looks like it's boiling down, Dollar. Fella's husband hires a gun to knock off his wife's boyfriend. It's a classic pattern.
Yeah, maybe. What about that garage mechanic?
Oh, Ziegler?
Yeah. You have any luck with the mug books?
Yeah. Came up with 3 that he said looked pretty close, all ex-cons, long records. We're running them down now.
How does Mrs. Albright's description of the killer fit?
Not too close. I showed her the mugs and she said no. But then she would.
Why?
Well, once we get the guy, he'll put the finger on her husband. That'll be a stinking mess.
Well, it's not exactly reminiscent of a rose right now. It looked like routine police procedure from then on in, so one of Franchetti's men drove me to the Palmer house, and I checked into my room. I was looking forward to a hot shower, but I didn't quite make it. Johnny Dollar.
This is Albright, Dollar. I've got to talk to you.
Where are you?
Down in the lobby.
Come on up. Come in.
Where's Alma, Dollar? Has the police got her?
Yeah, material witness.
Dear God in heaven.
They got a pickup out for you, too.
For me? Well, why should... Hey, wait a minute. Did the police think that I killed Frank Harvey?
Or hired someone to do it.
But that's incredible. It's insane.
You knew Alma was seeing Frank, didn't you?
Well, I suspected it, yes. I wasn't sure,
You were pretty sure she was out with Frank last night. That's why you went up to Milwaukee, to check on her story about going to visit her parents there.
Yes, I did. But I didn't get there until almost 10 o'clock, and that's the first I really knew she wasn't there. Don't you see, Dollar? That's my alibi.
The police won't think so.
I don't care what the police think. It's Alma I'm worried about down there in some stinking, rotten cell. There's got to be some way of getting this mess straightened out.
I know what the first step is.
What's that?
You're going to turn yourself in. Expense account item 5, $2.25. Cab fare from the Palmer House to police headquarters at 11th and State, where I dropped off Albright in care of Lieutenant Franchetti, and then went out to the garage where Frank Harvey had kept his car. I found the man I wanted in a paint booth at the rear of the second floor. Ziegler? Your name's Ziegler?
Hey, Mac?
I'm looking for Will Ziegler. Is that you?
Yeah, that's right, Mac. What can I do for you?
My name is Dollar. I'm an insurance investigator.
Yeah, that's so.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, hey, I get it, Mac. Insurance investigator. Yeah, that guy Harvey, he was in the same racket, wasn't he? You know, the guy who got killed.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was rough. Guy getting himself bumped off that way, real rough. I was standing right there when he and the joker who done it drove off, you know.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah, sure, Mac. Be glad to tell you what I can, but I already gave that lieutenant, what's his name? Franchetti?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already gave him all the dope.
I picked out 2 or 3 guys from that Rose Gallery book that looked like the Joker I'd seen.
Had you ever seen that man down here before?
I couldn't swear it, Mac. I don't think I ever seen the guy before, no.
What about Ted Albright?
Who?
Ted Albright. He was Harvey's boss. Ever see him down here?
Albright. Albright, Well, the name don't mean anything, Mac. Could be he's a customer here, but I never run across him.
Okay, let's get back to this man who drove off with Harvey. Did you notice anything strange about him? Anything different? Peculiar?
No, that's the trouble. Like I told that lieutenant, you never can tell about them kind of jokers.
What kind?
You know, them psychos. Like that guy is.
Oh, you figure he's a psycho?
Oh, sure, has to be. I got it all figured out.
Yeah? How's that?
Look, here's a guy, sees an ad in the paper. Car for sale. So he figures he'll meet the guy who run the ad, drive out on some lonely stretch of road, bump him off, and make away with the car. Just don't make sense.
Why not?
Any guy who's in the hot car business don't go through all that trouble. And letting people see him besides. He picks out some nice-looking jalopy parked on the street, picks a lock, jumps the ignition, and he's off. Clean. Get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Sure, but this guy don't do it that way. He puts himself in a spot where I can see him. And even worse, when Harvey picks up that dame in front of that insurance building, he don't back out of it. He bumps Harvey off with one perfectly good witness sitting right there beside him. The guy has to be a psycho.
Seems to make sense.
Sure. I got it all figured. Hey, look, when that lieutenant, what's his name?
Franchetti.
Yeah, Franchetti. When he picks up them 3 guys I put the finger on, all he's got to do is find out which one's the psycho. That'll be the guy he's after. But look, I got to get back on the job, Mac. Guy wants it by 5 this afternoon. Hey, I hope I helped you out, Mac. Let me know if you get that guy, huh?
Yeah. I'll let you know. Expense account item 6. $1.85. Cab fare back to police headquarters, where I had a talk with Alma Albright.
Told me Ted's been arrested, Mr. Dollar.
That's right.
Why'd you have to do that to him? He didn't have anything to do with it.
I'm not too interested right now in what happens to you or Ted.
No, I don't blame you.
That man who killed Frank. Do you have any idea what kind of work he did?
Work?
Yes. Did he say anything about what he did, who he was, or where he lived?
No, nothing. All he and Frank talked about was the car.
Was there anything peculiar about his hands or his clothes or anything like that?
No, nothing. Wait a minute, his clothes.
Yeah, what about him?
There was a kind of a faint, sweet odor I noticed, like...
Nail polish remover, maybe?
Yes, that's it, nail polish remover. How did you know? Does that have anything to do with Frank's death?
I'm not sure. Expense account item 7. $1.85. Cab fare back to the garage. Ziegler had finished the paint job and had punched out for the day. Expense account item 8. $2.95. Cab fare to a rooming house out on the west side of town.
Hey. Hi, Mac. Come on in.
Thanks.
Oh. What brings you out this way, Mac? Something turn up about that joker who bumped your insurance friend?
I wanted to talk to you about that theory of yours.
Theory? Oh, you mean about the guy being a psycho?
Yeah. I think you've got something there.
Oh, yeah, sure I have it. Figures. Say, look, I was just getting some clothes together to take down to the cleaners. You mind if I go ahead with it while we talk?
No, go right ahead.
Thanks. Hey, about that psycho routine, yeah. That's the only thing that makes sense about the whole business. You know, him knocking off your girl, your friend with the girl in the car and all.
I thought of another angle about the girl, Ziegler. He might have had some plans about her, too.
Hey, that's right. Never thought of that. It ties in, though. There's no telling what a psycho will do where a pretty girl's concerned, huh? How do you like this jacket, Mac? Some class, huh? Set me back a seat on it.
You kind of go for classy clothes, don't you, Ziegler?
Oh, yeah, I like them fine.
Big cars, too, huh?
Oh, you ain't just looking, Mac. Nothing gives a guy class like sharp clothes and a real fine car.
What did you think of Frank Harvey's job?
Mac, that was the end. A real dreamboat. Car like that, clothes like these. I could really have the dame standing in line waiting for him, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You always take that many clothes to the cleaners at one time?
Well, Oh, yeah, you gotta take good care of rags like this, you know. Should be cleaned after every time you wear them.
Do they have any trouble removing the acetone odor from them?
Acetone?
Yeah. The solvent you use in your auto paint.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that stuff really cleans.
That's what Mrs. Albright said.
That right? Who's she?
The girl you and Frank Harvey picked up in front of the insurance building last night?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. She, noticed it, huh?
That's what she said.
Nice-looking babe, that Mrs. Albright. Real nice.
Just the kind to fit in with classy clothes and a dreamboat car like Harvey's,
Oh,
huh?
man, you're saying it. A doll like that, a car like that, a guy'd really be sitting on top of the world, huh?
Yeah.
How'd you know, Mike? That, acetone stuff with you, huh?
It helped.
Mm-hmm.
Your crack at the garage about picking up the girl was the real tip.
Yeah, that's right. I shouldn't have known about that, should I? How do you like that? Always did shoot off my mouth too much.
Well, you want to ride in with me or wait till the cops get out here?
Might as well ride in with you, man. I'll get my coat and hat, huh?
Don't try it, Ziegler.
Okay, man. I quit. I always get excited at the wrong time. Like I did with Harvey. Oh, that was too bad.
Killing him?
No. Doing it in the car that way. Spoiled that great upholstery. Couldn't even use the job after that. That was a mistake.
Expense account item 9, $17.50. Food and hotel bills. Expense account item 10, $68.40. Plane fare and incidentals back to Hartford. Expense account total, $191.15. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Welcome back. Well, according to Terry Samuelson's log, the voice of the insurance agent was played by Bob Bailey, and that via John Abbott's book. This actually was not Bailey's first appearance on Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar. About a year before, he made an appearance on a lost 1953 program. While the recording doesn't exist, John Abbott was able to find the script that listed Bob Bailey in the cast. So this was Bob Bailey's second appearance, still about 19 months away from taking on the title role himself, though it's not going to be near that long for us. But the Bob Bailey era is definitely coming up in just a few months, so I'll be looking forward to bringing that to you. All right, well, that'll do it for today. We will be back on Monday with the Adventures of Frank Race, and then join us next week for another episode of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar. Oh, and Saturday we have our 800th episode special coming up. I think you'll enjoy it. It's an hour-long episode of Suspense, so be listening tomorrow. Well, this is our 800th episode special, and we're going to bring you another 1-hour episode of Suspense. And this is from a story originally written by Cornell Woolrich. It was adapted as a movie, and there was a Lux Radio Theater version of the movie. But myself, I like this version much better. I think it's very emotionally resonant and a powerful story. Definitely a great mystery with lots of detection. We would probably put it today, the way it was performed here on the radio, into the category of romantic suspense. But I think it's pretty exciting and challenging for anybody. So let's go ahead and take a listen to this episode from May the 15th, 1948. It was the very last of Suspense's 1-hour episodes. So let's go ahead and enjoy Deadline at Dawn.
Suspense. radio's outstanding theater of thrills brings you an hour, a full 60 minutes of suspense. Tonight, our stars, Miss Helen Walker and Mr. John Beale. Our story, Deadline at Dawn by William Irish. A suspense play produced and directed by Anton M. Leader. If you've ever been alone in a strange big city, you know the haunting loneliness of it. And you know how the sight of a familiar face, the sound of a familiar voice, can lift your spirits high. Even a stranger who comes from your hometown becomes a long-lost friend because he brings with him a breath of home, a flood of memories. That was the emotion that drew Bricky Coleman and Quinn Williams together. But their meeting wasn't the joyful, happy kind, for it was the beginning of longing and fear and danger. And now, with the performances of Helen Walker as Bricky Coleman and John Beale as Quinn Williams, and with William Irish's great story, Deadline at Dawn, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
Until I met him, men were just pink dance tickets to me. They were just 2.5 cents worth of commission on the dime. Pairs of feet that kept crowding mine all over the map, all over the floor, all over the night. They were blank faces that could steer me any way they wanted, until their 5 minutes were up. Because I was a New York taxi dancer, until I met him. A girl from a small town, caught and held fast in the big city, with all her dreams forgotten and all her hopes gone, and not caring anymore, not caring at all, until I met him. They always dimmed the lights for the last dance, just to make the customers feel sentimental about it all. At 1 a.m, I was through again for the day. I put on my coat, go out the side door, walk past the sad sacks who thought they were wolves and loitered on the sidewalk. And then I'd begin the 20 blocks to home. Home was a filthy old brownstone down near the river, with a long smithy, an old army cot. That was home. But at least it was a place where I could get out of my shoes and make some coffee and sleep to forget. I'd get home about 1:30.
You left your door open.
So I left my door open. Did you think that was an invitation to walk in?
You better close it now.
Hey, listen here.
Close it. Please.
All right. Now, if you're a burglar, you won't find anything. The rats got here first.
I am a burglar.
Well, then you're not a very smart one. What are you looking for? Coffee grounds?
I wasn't looking for anything.
Well, then why don't you go, please? Find a nice rich old lady to rob.
Look, I need a place to stay for a while. I thought maybe you would let me...
What, stay here? Look, I don't hand out favors. You're nothing to me.
I know. Just a hunch I had. The way you were looking at me. I thought I could come here for help.
The way I was looking? I've never seen you before in my life.
Well, you were looking straight at me. At the dance hall about an hour ago.
You mean you were at the Cinderella Ballroom tonight?
Don't you remember me?
No.
That's funny.
It's not funny at all. You all look the same to me. Namely, horrible.
Well, I guess it's my mistake. But I was sure. You seemed so nice.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's because I was thinking of home. I always do that on the job. Makes the night go faster.
I guess I know what you mean.
What'd you do, follow me?
No. The man at the door gave me your address. For $1.
Oh, he did he?
Yeah, I wanted to get off the streets. This time of night, the cops are curious. I thought I saw one of them following me, so I beat it down this hall to hide. That's when I found your door open.
You picked a good place for hiding. Nobody ever comes here but the landlady. Once a month.
Please let me stay a while. Please.
What's your name?
Quinn Williams.
Quinn?
Yeah.
Never heard that name before.
It used to be my mother's before she got married.
I see.
What do you say?
You want some coffee, Quinn?
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
But get this straight. 1 cup of coffee and nothing more. No sugar goes with it. You give me 1 blink too many...
Just coffee, I understand. A man can tell by looking at a girl whether she means one thing or another.
You'd be surprised how many of them ought to have an optician.
I know.
Give me a match for the oven.
Here you are.
I got the oven lit and reached down some cups and saucers and watched him. Not that I was worried. I wouldn't have closed the door if I hadn't thought I could handle him. It was only that he was so young, and his face was so tight and strained. He'd been beat by the city. Must have been like taking candy away from a baby. And he trusted me because I'd smiled at him while I was dancing. And he thought that smile was for him. I wished it was all of a sudden, because he was different. Coffee won't be long.
Well, that's all right. I'm in no hurry.
You're pretty young for a burglar, aren't you?
Well, it doesn't take much training.
Where'd you come from? And how'd it happen?
Oh, I come from a little town. It's nothing much, but I like it.
I'm a hick myself.
Yeah? Well, my place is Glen Falls, Iowa. What's yours? What's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought I said something wrong.
Oh, no, you said something right. It's crazy, a crazy coincidence, but I come from Glen Falls, too.
Honest?
Honest.
What? That's amazing.
I know it is. What street did you live on?
Anderson, up near Pine Street, the second house down between Pine and Oak.
When? We're neighbors. What? I live just across the street from you.
Well, how is it we never met?
I don't know. I came here 5 years ago.
Oh, I've been here a year. You must have come to New York before we moved in.
Sure. Wait a minute. Have you got a brother with a lot of freckles?
Yeah, Johnny. He's just a kid, about 18.
My sister's been writing to me about her new boyfriend, a boy named Williams. How perfect he is, except for the freckles, and of course they'll wear off.
Oh, that's Johnny.
Ah, so you're the boy next door.
Well, we'd probably have known each other very well if you'd stayed home.
I know.
I wish you had stayed.
I do, too.
What's your name?
Ruth Coleman. Everybody at home calls me Bricky. They started it because
I know, because of your hair, huh?
That's right. Do you ever feel that you want to go back?
Every day.
There's a bus leaves New York every morning at 6. I know, I've been quiet. I've got the fare sewed up in my mattress.
Why haven't you gone?
Because my mother thinks I'm dancing in a Broadway show. Because I'd be too ashamed. Because it's so hard to go back.
Yeah, but you ought to go, Bricky. This morning at 6 o'clock.
It's hard.
You ought to go back.
Hard going back alone. If someone could come with me, Would you come home too, Quinn?
No, Bricky.
You want to escape from the city, don't you? Just like me. You want to go back?
Yeah, sure I do.
Well, then come with me. If it's the fare you're worried about, I've got enough for both of us, including a good dinner in Chicago. Anything for the boy next door, Quinn.
Thanks, Bricky, but it's too late. The police will be looking for me around 8 o'clock this morning.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. How long have you been a burglar?
About 3 hours.
3 hours?
I did it tonight for the first time. So you see, Bricky, it's a little too late for me to go back. I've missed the bus by 3 hours.
Coffee's ready, Quinn.
Oh, good.
Cream and sugar?
No, thanks. Black.
Was it easy?
Very easy.
Why'd you do it?
You'll do anything when you've gone for 4 days without eating.
Oh.
But it's funny. After I'd done it, I went straight to the best restaurant in town. I looked at the menu and got ready to order everything on it. 2 helpings of everything. But I couldn't eat. So I got up and walked out. That's when I began to think cops were trailing me. I'm not used to being a robber.
So you still got it all with you?
$2,500 in cash. Divided up into small rolls in all my pockets. You want to see it?
No.
Neither do I. But it's there. I can feel it. Against my skin, all over my body.
Where did you get it, Quinn?
Well, I was working for an electrician about 4 months ago. One day I got a call to go to a big house on 71st Street and put a fixture in the bathroom wall. I had to cut a big hole in the wall to do it. While I was doing that, I ran into a wooden box in the wall. I did my work just beside it.
And that box?
That box was the back of a safe.
Oh.
Put into the wall of a study in the next room. The front of the safe was good, heavy steel. When they built it, nobody thought it could be broken into from the other side through the bathroom. And nobody ever would have either, until an electrician ran into it one day by mistake.
But all this happened 4 months ago.
Yeah. You see, I'd brought more tools with me than I needed that day, and I left some of them in my bag downstairs on a little table near the front door. And when I got back to the shop, I found a key in the bag. I must have brushed it in while I was putting the tools back after finishing the job. It turned out to be a key to the front door.
You didn't return it?
I didn't. Oh, I meant to, but right then I forgot all about it. And when I did remember that I had the key, I was out of work, and hungry, and wanting money badly, so I went back there. To that box. I opened that hole again, pulled the back of the safe out. I didn't bother with any of the papers or securities. I just took the cash. The house was empty. The man who lives there, a society fella by the name of Graves, was probably out on the town, so I just walked out the front door. Seems like 10 years ago. It was only 3 hours.
So this Graves man will see the hole in the morning when he goes in to take a shower, and then he'll call the police.
It'll be a quick trial, and a short one. But the sentence won't be so short.
The boy next door. The boy you wave to when you come in or out of your gate. The grinning boy next door, friendly as a puppy.
Go back, Bricky. It's where you belong. It's the only kind of life for you.
Come with me, Quinn.
I've told you I can't. They've got a long arm. They'll find me. And I'd rather have them find me here in the city.
Have you still got the key? The key you went in with?
Yeah. Why?
Well, if you can get back in before he comes home, just in and out, long enough to put the money back, they won't come all the way to Iowa for you just for chopping a hole in the wall if nothing's been taken.
But Bricky, that's probably...
Don't you want to go home at 6 o'clock this morning?
Yes, Bricky.
If he's out on the town, he won't be home yet. At least that's what we'll pray for.
We?
We'll go together, now. I'll wait outside for you, and then we'll go down to the terminal and buy our tickets. And wait for the bus. We'll wait for dawn together, Quinn.
You mean you'd do this for me?
For the boy next door? Anytime. Anything. There was no time to lose. Graves might be coming home any minute. I ripped the money out of my mattress, and we ran out into the cold, empty streets, just as a cab cruised by. We piled into it and told him to take us to 71st Street, and to take us fast.
Everybody's always in a hurry. What's your hurry? The night's young yet.
Never mind the conversation, Joe. Drive.
The customer's always right.
I just remembered.
What?
I can't pay for this cab unless I use some of our capital.
I don't care what you use, pal, just so it's money.
Don't worry about it. You'll get paid. I'll pay him. We don't want to use any of our capital, not a single penny. It's all got to go back.
Ricky, when we get out of this, when we get back home, I'll thank you then. I'll find a way to thank you.
71st Street. Any special number?
No, just let us out here on the corner.
That's 90 cents. And I can break a 50 if I have to.
Here's 90 cents. And here's a dime.
Have fun.
Well, here we are.
Where's the house?
Across the street and up a little. You wait here.
All right.
Don't come any closer than this. I'll be back in no time. Don't be frightened, Bricky.
Don't take any chances, Quinn. If you see any lights, if it looks as if he's gotten back already, don't go all the way in. Just drop the money inside the door.
All right, Bricky. Goodbye, then.
Goodbye, Quinn. Hurry back. I waited for him there in the chilly night, on the dark, empty street. Why? I knew better. New York had taught me one thing, and that was never to be a sucker for a man. But then, this was no man. This was the boy who lived across from me on Anderson Street in Glen Falls, Iowa. The boy who'd come here to do big things, to lick the town. And instead, he'd been licked. Instead, he was hiding in the dark, sneaking along the streets, helpless. The boy next door. Then I suddenly crouched back into a doorway. A patrolman was coming on his tour of duty. He stopped near me, not 10 yards away. But his back was to me, and his hand was opening a call box.
Ryerson reporting in. 2:35 a.m. How's the rummy game going? And another thing, Sarge. Quiet as church.
He finished his call, closed the box, and went on down the street. Then he turned a corner and disappeared, and I breathed again. He'd been right, though. It was quiet as a church, and that was wrong, because Quinn should have been back long ago.
Ricky.
What's the matter?
Ricky.
Tell me, Quinn, what is it? What is it? What are you frightened about? What happened in there?
He's been killed.
What?
He's dead. He's lying in there, dead.
The man who lives there?
Yeah, Mr. Graves.
Was it you, Quinn? Did you do it? The first time you were in there tonight?
I swear I didn't, Ricky. I only took the money. He wasn't even there. He must have come back since.
I knew you didn't, Quinn. I knew even though I asked.
Go down to the terminal. Get your ticket and climb on that bus and forget we ever met. Go on, Ricky. Beat it. Before they find out.
Not without you.
But don't you see now it's murder they'll charge me with? They'll find the bathroom fixture tampered with. They'll trace it to the electrician, then to me, and they'll naturally think... Oh, don't you see? It's too late, Ricky.
It's never too late. Don't you know that? Not until the last second of the last minute of the last hour.
What do you mean?
We'll go back in there and see if we can figure it out. It's our only hope. We're fighting for our lives, Quinn, for our lives, and we have until 6 o'clock this morning to win our fight.
All right. Champ. Come on.
And so, very slowly, we went together into the place where death was. The door closed on our backs, and we felt our way down a long and narrow hallway.
He's upstairs. I don't want any lights on down here. Just hang on to my sleeve. I'll lead the way.
All right. We went forward in a sort of swimming darkness that was almost liquid. It was so dense. I could feel the muscles in his arms shivering. But he was brave, not afraid. He was going into it, not running away from it.
There's a step here.
The stair creaked under our weight. I wondered if there were anyone else in the house. Anyone still alive. Suppose someone had slept through the murder, or be awakened any moment by us.
I'll turn to the right.
Okay. We're on the second floor now. I smell the aroma of leather and woodwork. I smelled the last lingering trace of a cigar. I smelled powder, a harsh, deadly powder. And then I thought I smelled something sweet. Something very sweet.
Here, Bricky.
All right. They say you can't smell a recent death, but I could smell a stillness and a presence in it that was more than just emptiness.
Get your eyes ready. Here go the lights.
The dead man lay in the middle of the study, and his face was all out of focus. The lines that had been laugh lines were creases now. The mouth that had been either strong or weak was just a gap now, a place where the face was open. The eyes that had been either kindly or cruel were just glossy, lifeless insects now. This was the dead man, and we'd come for his secret.
This is it, Bricky.
Yes, this is it.
And now what do we do?
Shouldn't we close it? They seem to be watching us.
No, don't touch him. I don't know how to, anyway.
Oh. He's still in his tuxedo. He couldn't have been home very long.
No.
Can you tell what it was done with?
No, I'll have to unbutton his jacket.
All right. Go ahead.
There it is. Must have been a gun. Yeah, a bullet. It's round and frazzled. A knife would have made a slit.
Then we can be sure no one else was in the house, or they would have heard it go off.
And the killer must have taken the gun away. There's no sign of one lying around.
So he didn't do it himself. It can't be suicide.
That's right.
Now what?
We'd better look in his pockets.
Yes.
I'll do it. You look the things over as I hand them to you.
All right, Quinn.
I'll start up here in the breast pocket. That's the highest pocket in anybody's suit. His handkerchief.
Look, Quinn. The bullet went through this. The way it folded, it just made one little hole. But when you open it up, it makes 3 separate holes. Like when you cut papers and make them into patterns.
The one on the left side's empty. The right-hand pocket, empty too.
Try inside the jacket.
Yeah.
Take out everything, no matter what it is.
Right.
Cigarette case, silver, Tiffany's. 3 cigarettes in it. The wallet. 2 5s and a single. 2 ticket stubs from tonight's show at the Belasco. C 112 and 114. So we know where he was from 8:30 to 11.
Anything else?
Business cards. Stafford, Holmes, Inglesby, whoever they are. Oh, and a snapshot. Girl in riding togs.
Let's see that. Yeah, it's the same ones in the silver frame over there on the desk. To Stephen with love from Barbara.
Then she didn't do it. If she had, she wouldn't be there on his desk anymore. Just the silver frame, maybe, but not her anymore. That's common sense.
All right, let's go on. I'll have to lift him a little.
Go ahead.
Left rear, in the trousers. Nothing. Right rear. Spare handkerchief. Left side. Nothing. Right side. Match folder. Some loose change. Latch key. That's it.
Not much help.
Do we know what we're doing, Bricky?
Oh, I don't know. Quinn?
What?
A man who's a cigarette smoker, and we found that case in his pocket, would he go in for cigars, too?
Maybe. Some people smoke both.
But would he smoke 2 cigars, alone, by himself? Look, Quinn, 2 butts in this tray.
Yeah. And the tray's between 2 chairs facing each other. 1 cigar in one notch of the tray, the other one around on the other side from it.
2 people, Quinn. 2 men.
And they were having an argument. One of them was worked up about something. You see, this butt is smooth at the mouth end. And look at this one. Chewed to ribbons, chewed to a fringe. That tells it.
But which is which? Who was calm and who was steamed up? And who was the other man with Graves? Oh, Quinn.
Wait a minute. Here's something.
What?
Must have fallen out of his pocket. He was probably sitting on it.
Fine. Another book of matches.
That's just it. Another one. Graves had some on him, so this is the other man.
And did he leave his name on it?
No, but he was excited. Look how many matches he used up just on that one cigar.
Well, the folder could have been half used up before he began.
Well, maybe, but here, take this. What does it tell you?
It tells me to chew Dawson's gum.
Not the cover, inside.
I don't know. What are you driving at?
No, wait. Here, take my matches. Now tear one off and strike it.
All right.
Okay, blow it out. You see what you did?
No.
You tore the match from the right-hand side, didn't you?
Yes.
That's what everybody does. They start on the outside, on the right, and work their way over to the left. But this folder was worked in reverse. Now do you see? The man sitting in this chair, facing Graves, was left-handed.
I see.
We're making progress.
Are we, Quinn?
Well, of course we are. We know this man was rattled about something. That he whittled away 15 matches to one cigar, then mangled it to ribbons between his teeth. That he was probably on bad terms with Graves, and that he's left-handed.
Fine. Only you've missed something.
What?
The matches belong to a woman.
A woman? A woman chopped that cigar to pieces?
Smell the folder. What do you get?
Sulfur, the way matches always smell.
Give that a minute to clear away. That's the stronger of the two. It tops the other. Now.
Okay.
Perfume, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been carried around all day in a handbag. A handbag that stinks of perfume. I noticed it in the dark when we were coming in. There's been a woman in this room tonight.
Well, that gives us two of them. A man and a woman. And they weren't here together. There are only two chairs, one for Graves and the other one for each of his visitors.
Who was the last to go, the man or the woman?
I don't know, but we're started. Look what we've dug up in half an hour.
2 unidentified people in the biggest city in the world.
Oh, you're right. It's no use.
Oh, even so, we can't give up.
It's no use. And what's more, I'm yellow, Bricky. Let's give it up.
You're not yellow, Quinn, or I wouldn't be up here in this room with you.
I'd better tell you this while I can, Bricky.
What?
I love you.
It's 3:00, Quinn, and we have till 6. 3 hours.
Bricky.
Save it, Quinn. Save it for the bus when we're on our way home.
All right. But I don't know what to do next, do you?
No, I don't.
What's that?
In tonight's full hour of suspense, Helen Walker and John Beale co-star in Deadline at Dawn by William Irish. Tonight's study in Suspense. In just a moment, we will return with Act Two of Suspense.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And now, back to our Hollywood soundstage and Act Two of Deadline at Dawn, co-starring Miss Helen Walker as Bricky Coleman and Mr. John Beale as Quinn Williams, in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense. All the emotions of a lifetime have been crowded into one night for Bricky Coleman and Quinn Williams, and dawn is a fast-approaching deadline which they must meet. The bus which will take them to home in safety seems remote and unattainable as they stand now over the body of a dead man in the quiet apartment, knowing that they must find his murderer or stand incriminated for the crime themselves. And suddenly, a terrifying sound comes to them.
What is it, Bricky? What is it?
Sounds like a burglar alarm.
The front doorbell, maybe. Wait a minute, there's a box over there against the wall.
A telephone. Follow the cord.
It's in his desk. In the drawer.
What shall we do?
I ought to answer it.
Oh, be careful. You'll have the police here. They'll know it's not his voice.
I'll talk low. I'll pretend I'm him. Say a prayer, Bricky. Hello?
Darling, this is Barbara. I had to speak to you. We've never parted angry like this before.
I know.
Maybe if we hadn't gone there, to that parakeet place, it wouldn't have happened.
No.
Who was she? The tall redhead in the light green dress?
I don't know.
You told me that before. Then why'd she slip a note into your hand? I saw her do it, you know.
Did you?
And then you couldn't wait to see me to my door and get me off your hands. What happened, Steve? Did this woman come by to see you afterward? Is that why you wanted to get rid of me?
No, Barbara.
Steve, you sound so far away. Is it the telephone? Or is it you?
Poor connection.
You sound so cagey. As if someone were there now. Can't you talk louder?
I'm sorry.
What's going on there? This is Stephen, isn't it?
She's catching on. I'm sunk.
Take your hand away from the mouthpiece and turn it my way.
Sugar, come on. I'm getting tired of waiting. How much longer are you going to stand there talking?
I'm sorry, Stephen. Forgive me. I didn't know.
You can hang up now.
I feel like a heel.
Well, stop it. We don't have time.
The Paraquet. That's a nightclub, isn't it?
Yes, on 54th Street. A woman slipped him a note, Quinn. Our woman.
Could be.
Do you think he tore it up?
Well, maybe not. Maybe he wanted to have a good look at it when he got home, alone.
Let's look again.
Well, I went through those pockets pretty carefully. I'm sure it's not there.
We might have missed something. Quinn, turn him over again.
All right. Nothing. Nothing at all. Shall we go through the desk?
Wait a minute.
What?
Run your eyes over him again.
I don't see a thing.
He's very well dressed. And yet, isn't that a hole in the heel of his sock? There, just showing over the shoe?
Well, that's funny.
Take his shoe off, Quinn.
Okay. The note.
Of course. He didn't want Barbara to see it.
So he hid it here until he could be alone.
And he never was alone.
Just a scrawl.
Go on.
Mr. Graves, I'd like to speak to you in private after you've taken the young lady home. And I don't mean some other time, I mean tonight. I wouldn't want to be disappointed. That's all. It isn't signed.
A woman of the matches.
Sounds like a shakedown.
You mean blackmail?
That's right. He'd have to pay attention to a note like this.
Then we're going night clubbing, my boy. We'll visit the Paraquet.
It'll be closing by now.
She must have been seen there. A tall redhead in a light green dress. We'll check with the people who work there. They'll still be around. Waiters, checkroom girl, washroom attendant. We'll find her.
Oh, we will, Bricky.
I'll trace her if I have to go over the hairbrushes in the dressing room one by one for stray red hairs.
Now, let me kill the lights. I'll be right with you.
Hey, don't forget the switch. The one over the sink in the bathroom.
No, I won't.
Come on, Quinn. Time's running out.
In a minute.
Is anything wrong?
I don't know. Look what I found.
Why, it's a check.
Yeah.
Made out to Stephen Graves for $12,000. Signed by Arthur Holmes.
And look how it's stamped. Returned. No funds.
Where'd you find it?
In the dry bottom of the tub.
How did it ever get there?
Just one way. When I came here tonight, the first time, I did it.
How?
Well, don't you see, when I pulled the cash box out and opened it, the check must have slipped out into the tub without my noticing it.
Oh.
And then this fella Holmes came, our jittery cigar smoker, maybe to ask Graves not to prosecute on a bad check, to stall for time. Graves went to find the check, and he couldn't, because it was on the other side of the wall, in his bathtub. And Holmes thought he was trying to put something over on him.
And you think Holmes shot him, killed him for $12,000?
It's been done before.
And what about our redhead?
Oh, Bricky, it's the man. It's got to be.
I think it's the woman. We'll have to split up.
No, let's do it together. The way we started.
It's too late. We can't follow them one at a time. Our deadline's at dawn, Quinn, and we've got less than 3 hours.
For that bus to Glen Falls.
The last bus. Remember that. It's the last bus for you. And for me, too.
Then we'll be saying goodbye, Bricky?
Yes, Quinn. Goodbye. Till dawn. We went down into the empty streets without talking to each other again. And I went one way and Quinn went the other. In 10 minutes, we were blocks apart. Maybe miles. But it seemed to me that I was still at his side, still with him, as he finally found an all-night drugstore and went back into a booth. I knew he'd dial all the Arthur Holmeses in the book and talk to a lot of angry, sleepy people. And then he'd find the right one, the Arthur Holmes we wanted. What would Quinn do then? What would he say? What would happen?
Hello?
Yes?
Oh, is this Mr. Arthur Holmes?
Who is this?
Well, Mr. Holmes, you don't know me.
Who is this that wants to speak to Mr. Holmes?
The name isn't known to you, Mr. Holmes, but...
What makes you think this is Mr. Holmes? And are you aware that it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning? What do you want?
I have a check here that belongs to Mr. Holmes. Will you let me talk to him?
You're speaking to him.
It's made out to Stephen Graves, and I have it right here in my hand.
Where did you find it?
I found it on the seat of a taxi. It must have slipped out of someone's wallet.
Who was with you when you found it?
No one, just me, by myself.
Whom did you show it to afterwards?
No one?
Who's with you now?
No one, I swear.
And you called because you thought I might want it back.
That's right.
I'm sorry, your time is up. Deposit another nickel, please.
Shall I hang up, Mr. Holmes?
Put in another nickel. Tell me, what's your name?
Quinn Williams.
Tell me something about yourself. What do you do? Are you a married man?
No, I'm single. I live by myself.
Not even a roommate?
Nobody. Strictly lone wolf.
I'd like to see that check, Quinn. Maybe I can do something for you.
Fair enough.
There's a little bar called Owen's down on 51st. You know it?
I know where it is.
It'll take me about 15 minutes to get dressed and get down there. Is 15 minutes good for you?
Just fine, Mr. Holmes.
I'll see you there.
You're a cagey boy, Mr. Holmes. But you swallowed.
Quinn?
Yeah?
Over here in the booth.
Oh. Good evening, Mr. Holmes.
Good evening. Sit down, won't you?
Yeah, I will.
You're right on time.
Sure. So are you.
There's a drink for you. I had to order ahead so I'd be allowed to stay in here. It's past closing time.
Thanks.
What's the matter, son?
Nothing. It'd just be funny, that's all. Funny and kind of corny if you'd slipped a little something into this.
Take mine, then. I haven't put it to my mouth yet.
I think I will. Well, bottoms up.
Bottoms up. My car's around the corner. Would you rather talk about it there?
Yeah, I would. I think we ought to be alone.
That's easy, son. We can be alone.
That's enough driving. Pull up.
I just thought we'd coast a bit. If we can't sit talking at the curb at this hour, we'll have a cop down on us sticking his nose into the car.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. Do you?
I was asking you.
However, if you want to pull up. The East River. A mighty mysterious place at this time of day.
You're pretty close to the edge, aren't you?
The wheels are blocked. You're not nervous, are you?
No, I'm not.
Now, about that check.
I didn't find that check in a cab, Mr. Holmes. I found it in Stephen Graves' house, where he's lying right now on the floor, dead.
Stephen, dead?
And your cigar is still in the room with him, chewed to a pulp. A Corona, like the one you're smoking right now. You should have taken it with you, Mr. Holmes, after you'd killed him.
You seem to know a good deal about this.
A little. Just enough to know who the killer is.
I feel a little sorry for you. I didn't know you were as young as you are over the phone.
What have I got to do with it?
You're having a lot of trouble with your eyes, aren't you? Lights on the dashboard have got rings around them, haven't they? Like big soap bubbles.
What are you talking about?
Say, you talk too much. You've talked yourself into the grave. I would have believed you about finding that check in a taxi. You would have gone to sleep in the car, and when you woke up, you wouldn't have the check on you anymore. But you'd have had a $10 bill in your pocket to sugarcoat the experience. Head weighs too much, doesn't it? Too heavy for your neck.
My head?
You should have stuck to your own drink, son. You were suspicious, but not suspicious enough. You took the wrong glass. Me, I'm a chess player. You know what chess is? It's figuring out your opponent's move before he makes it.
It's a funny thing. The way my head's like a solid rock.
You're going to sleep. Here in the car. Then you're going into the river without a mark on you. But I'll take the check before I dump you. It's probably in your shoe. It's about where your type of youngster would think was a clever hiding place for it.
Just clear my head. And then kick.
Trying to kick out the glass, son? You haven't the strength of a kick left in you. No, it's all over. That's water in front of us. That even black line, you see? Right over the hubcap. You can't even move, can you? That's right. Make a lazy pass with your hand like you're brushing away flies. That's about all you're able to do. In a minute, you won't even be able to do that. There go your eyes. Down, down, down.
You won't get away with this, mister. Bricky knows. There are two of us. Not just one.
And so I walked away from Quinn, and I was alone again. I'd met him only a few hours before, and with him I'd met my past and my home and everything I loved and wanted. And now I was alone again. Somewhere in this sleeping city, Quinn was after his man, and I was after my woman, my redhead, my long-stemmed American beauty. The nightclub Parakeet was dead. Dead, but not quite cold. Just in the process of giving up the ghost. Every other minute, a solitary figure would come out and walk away. Someone who earned a living inside. This was the 5 o'clock in the afternoon of the nightclub workers, whose clock goes in the opposite direction to that of the rest of the world. And what did I have to go on? A redhead blackmailer who had quickly scribbled a note to a man. And that kind of woman doesn't ordinarily carry around pencil and paper in her purse. She sends messages with her eyes and her hips. If she wants a pencil, she's got to borrow it from the help. Excuse me.
Huh? What's the matter?
You work here, don't you?
I'm in the check room till something better turns up. Why?
Well, I wondered, did my friend in a light green dress, a redhead, did she borrow a pencil from you tonight?
It works the other way around, honey. The men take out their pencils and give me names and addresses and telephone numbers. I got a fistful.
But didn't a woman...
It's no dice, honey. I don't even see any women in my stall.
Oh.
Another long day. My feet swell up all the time.
You want to try Epsom salts? Water as hot as you can stand.
Excuse me.
Well, my name's Jerry. But don't let the name stand in your way.
I'm looking for my friend, a redhead in a light green dress. Did she borrow a pencil from you tonight?
Not at my end of the bar. How about it, Frank?
Sure, Joan Bassett. About midnight. She's always borrowing something and forgetting to give it back. How that girl forgets.
Well, that's the way Joni is. Do you know where I can find her?
Well, try the Concord. That was the last address. But she's probably moved by now.
Oh, thanks, fellas.
Can't I do anything for you?
Another time, Jerry.
Okay, that's a promise. Another time.
What can I do for you?
Be friendly, Pops. Say hello.
Hello.
That's better.
What do you want, a room? We're full up.
What room's my girlfriend got? I want to run up and tell her something. You know, Joni.
Joan Bassett?
Yeah, Joan Bassett. Only we don't have to be so formal.
She's in 409, sugar. Wait a minute, I'll try it.
Oh, skip that. She don't have to put on no airs with me. Who's she kidding? I know she's 2 weeks behind no rent.
All right. If you know that well, go on up.
What do you want?
You. I want to talk to you.
Yeah? Well, just stand out there a minute and tell me what about.
We got a friend in common, you and I.
It's possible. Go on.
This friend's name is Stephen Graves.
Suppose you come in a minute. I'll hear what's on your mind.
Sure. I thought that might do it. Do you have to lock the door?
Yeah, I think I do.
Whatever you think best.
Begin with your name.
You can put me down as Carolyn Miller.
All right, Carolyn Miller. Now about Stephen Graves. What makes you think I know him?
Stop being polite. You know him.
Did he mention me to you?
No. He wasn't doing any mentioning of anybody. He wasn't doing anything.
You've been over to see him lately?
Very lately. I just came from there now.
How did you find him?
I found him dead.
I see. That tap in the kitchen is loose again. Excuse me a minute while I tighten it.
I'd known we weren't alone the moment I came into that room. And I knew that faucet in the kitchen was a signal for a quick conference. It was my chance. Maybe I had a minute, maybe only 30 seconds. There was only time for one thing, the open handbag on the dresser. Nothing there. Lipstick, powder, usual junk. And then an unpaid hotel bill for $17.89 from this place, the Concord. No good, worthless, and my time was up. Yet something screamed at me to hold on to it, to slip it inside my stocking high up and to get back into my chair.
Well, that's done. Now, where were we?
With Stephen Graves.
Oh, yeah. Did you go up there alone, or did you have somebody with you?
Alone. I don't take my grandmother with me when I'm visiting.
I see. Somebody stop you at the door and tell you? Is that how you found out? Cops and people hanging around, lots of excitement?
No one knows it. I found him alone. I had a key to the house that he'd given me. I went up, and there he was. Dead.
What'd you do? Holler bloody murder and bring everyone down on the place?
I got out of there fast and quiet. I don't want to be mixed up in it.
Smart girl. And all this happened just a little while ago, huh?
Yeah.
Nobody knows yet but you?
Me and you.
Did you come here alone?
All alone. Everything I do alone. I guess I've hit the jackpot.
Yeah, you sure have, baby. You've hit it hard. Make it tight, Griff, so she can't make any noise.
It's tight. Don't worry about that.
Well, Miss Carolyn Miller, you're in trouble now.
You tell her.
So Stephen Graves is dead, and you felt a little nosy about it, huh? You wanted the details. All right, you can have them. You seem to have known him pretty well. Maybe he told you, did he? Did he tell you about his kid brother who married a tavern hostess back in Boston? Did he tell you what that did to the fine old family name when this girl began asking for money? When she came to New York and began asking Stephen for money? Did he tell you that he paid and finally decided to stop paying? So this girl and her friend had to pay him a little visit tonight to try to persuade him? Did he tell you that? Did he tell you what happened when he couldn't be persuaded? No, he didn't tell you that. Because he wasn't talking by then. By then he was dead.
That's enough. You want to spend the night at it?
All right. Well, what's the play now?
Don't you figure we ought to...
No, not here in the room. That's begging for it.
You don't understand. I don't mean chop, that kind of stuff. I mean, 4 flights up. That ought to be enough. The 3 of us get to drinking up here. She goes over to the window to try to open it for a little air, and it jams, so she's got to push
there's always a follow-up. It's a little messy.
Let me take care of it.
Yeah, like you took care of the other. When I told you just to throw a scare into him so he'd come across. Huh. Well, some scare you threw at him, Griff.
Yeah, I scared him right out of his skin, right out of his hide.
I don't want you to be so impulsive this time.
Well, then let's blow. We'll stuff her in the closet. Backs up against a dead wall so she'll never be heard. Right. It'll be days before they get around to busting the door down.
Yeah, we'll be far away by then.
Yeah, far away.
Okay, I can pack in 10 minutes.
Les, I'll give you a hand.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm missing that hotel bill. It must have fallen somewhere on the floor.
No, don't worry about that. He can make up a new one for you down at the desk.
Oh, yeah, sure, that's right.
Well, shall we get her out of the way first?
Yeah. Hang Carolyn Miller in the closet.
Oopsie daisy.
Make her comfortable, Griff.
Sure.
We want to be extra nice to her because there's a little fresh air in there.
It'll only be a minute.
Griff.
Yeah, what's the matter?
Put her down.
Well, what do you mean?
Put her down, quick! Oh, I ought to have my head examined.
You mean you slipped on something?
Yeah, forgot. We both clean forgot. What was it tipped her off to me? She didn't pull my name and address out of a hat.
Yeah.
Take that gag off her. You try to scream and I'll dent you.
I won't scream.
Now talk. How'd you know I knew him? How'd you know where to find me? I'm gonna let you have it, and I'm gonna keep letting you have it until you answer.
You dropped your hotel bill over there. I found it lying in the room with him.
I ought to slap you down to the soles of your feet. You left your calling card, that's what you did.
Oh, she's lying. I swear I saw it in my handbag after I got back.
Did you take it out to show him? Answer me, did you?
Sure. While you were waiting downstairs, it was part of the build-up to show him how bad I needed money, but I know I put it back again.
You think you know.
Well, I'm almost positive.
It fell out. It was for $17.89. It had past due stamped on it in purple ink. It even had your room number on it.
And what did you do with it? Did you bring it with you?
I left it where it was. I was afraid to touch anything.
We'll have to go back and get it.
All right, we will. We'll take her with us. Fix it to look like she did it to him. What you want to do in the first place, Griff. Why, do it over there. Give him a double-header to figure out.
Maybe.
Oh, it's the only way. Rub out this detour by finishing her off where she started from.
All right. Come on, Carolyn Miller. We're going for a little ride.
And so I went back into Stephen Graves' house for the second time that night. They pushed me ahead of them in the darkness, whispering to each other not to use any lights yet, just as Quinn and I had done a few hours before. Or was it a few years before? Then we were in the study, and the lights were snapped on, and the dead man was still on the floor. And nobody stepped forward to say, "Bricky, is that you?" No, he wasn't there. Quinn wasn't there, waiting to help me, to save me.
Now, let's do what we have to do and get out fast.
No, not yet. There's something else first. Well, you. Where is it? Where's that hotel bill? Where'd you say you saw it?
Over there by him is where I said. What? And you believed me.
Then you didn't. You lied.
I lied.
Where is it? Where have you got it?
That's your little problem.
Let me have the gun. I'll do it.
Here it is, Griff.
Get away from him. Move over. Stand still, Carolyn Miller. I want to come real close. I want them to worry about whether it's suicide.
Yes, Griff. I'll stand still.
Good girl, Carolyn. Good girl.
It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt at all. And I opened my eyes to find out why. Griff stood in the middle of the room, his face contorted, an arm squeezing hard around his neck. And behind his face was another face, a face I knew, Quinn's face, the boy next door, fighting for me, fighting to save me. Then Quinn went down, all lopsided, and Quinn was on top, punching at him again and again, and Joan was racing across the room with an andiron, raising her hand. I never played football as a little girl, but on this night I decided it was time to try.
Bricky, darling.
Quinn,
Are you all right?
somebody's ringing church bells in my head.
Oh, you knocked yourself out with that flying tackle.
Quinn, what happened? Are they... Oh,
Yeah, they're both asleep, Bricky. As sound as can be.
I see you've wrapped them up nicely.
Yeah, I had to tear up a few good sheets to do it, but I don't think Mr. Graves would have minded.
I'd given up, Quinn. I thought I'd beat you back here, and I'd given up.
Oh, Bricky. I saw them coming in with you outside on the street. I was watching from one of the front windows. And something about the way you were walking between them, sort of stiff, told me they had a gun on you. So I backed up into the bathroom and laid low.
They're the ones, Quinn. They did it.
I know.
And we can go now. It's 5:45. We can catch that bus for home.
Well, there's one more thing to be done, Bricky. It'll only take a minute. And then, you and I aren't going to have any more to worry about. Is this the police? I want to report a murder.
Quinn.
Stephen Graves, in his home on East 71st Street. There are 2 people tied up in the same room with the body, and they're the killers. You'll find a special delivery letter in the desk from Graves' younger brother, and that'll tell you the reason for the killing. What? No, this isn't any rib. I wish it was. Me? Well, just a guy who happened to be passing by.
We can take their car. He left his keys in it. Come on, Quinn, hurry. Faster, Quinn.
We'll make it. Don't you worry, Bricky.
I'm not worried. I know we will. What happened to you tonight? Did you find Holmes?
Yeah.
And?
And he tried to kill me.
Quinn!
It was your name that saved me, Bricky. I called out your name. I told him you were in on this with me, and he changed his mind in a hurry.
Then we saved each other.
That's right.
What about the check? How did it figure?
Well, Holmes was caught short when he wrote that check, and Graves got sore when the bank returned it. They talked it over tonight, and it ended up with Graves giving him another day to raise the money. The reason Holmes was so jittery was that the check seemed to have disappeared. He didn't know what Graves might be pulling. And, of course, Graves wasn't pulling anything with that check lying in the bottom of his bathtub.
You told Holmes how it got there?
Yeah. And look what I've got.
$200. Quinn!
No, I didn't steal it. After he decided he wouldn't kill me, Holmes and I got very chummy. He said we'd both made a mistake in the same night. Me breaking into a safe and him with his bad check. He'd slipped me a pill earlier in the evening, and now he was walking me around to sober me up. That's when he gave me the money. A nest egg for me, he said. I could send it back to him a little at a time later on.
We'll send it back, Quinn.
We, Bricky?
We're in this together, aren't we?
Yes, Bricky, we are.
Oh, look, Quinn. We made it. We're in time. The bus is still there.
Come on, Bricky. Let's go on home.
Thank you, Helen Walker and John Beale, for your truly wonderful performances as Bricky and Quinn. And to Lillian Byeth, Rye Billsbury, Edith Tackner, Buddy Gray, and Bill Johnstone, thanks for your splendid support. With this performance, Suspense leaves the air for a short vacation period. We will return on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, starting Thursday, July 8th. With an outstanding series of gripping suspense stories featuring the acting of your favorite stars of the screen. Watch for the new Suspense series starting Thursday, July 8th.
Miss Helen Walker may soon be seen in My Dear Secretary, and Mr. John Beale will soon be seen in Paramount's Abigail, Dear Heart. Deadline at Dawn by William Irish was adapted for radio by Irving Ravitch and was produced and directed by Anton M. Leader. Lud Gluskin is our musical director and conductor. Lucien Marowek composes the original scores. Be sure to watch for the new half-hour series of radio's outstanding theater of thrills,
Suspense.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. Well, I love this story, the way it was acted. Certainly it was the type of thing that, with people moving to the cities, could speak to perhaps that longing for home, for the quiet and peace of the towns where people came from. So I think this would resonate with a lot of audiences. And certainly if you're from a small town, I can't help but think that this has some residents. I know it does for me, because I always have this sort of feeling when I hear of somebody being from or in Kalispell, up in northwest Montana. It's a special sort of feeling of home, you know? And it captured that, managed to keep a good solid story going, along with this sort of emotional romantic angle that was offered here. As they hinted at the end, didn't come quite out and say that Suspense would revert back to the 1.5 hour format, which it held for all but really half a season of its run. But I love these 1 hour stories. They're incredibly involved, and I think we've got more than a few left with some very interesting stars. This one, in terms of its star power, is a little less than the 1 hour Suspense. Usually they tried to go all out with the guest star. But this was actually a couple of interesting actors. John Beale, who they mentioned here, was a longtime character actor whose last movie credit will be in the 1993 film The Firm. He had more than 45 years of acting ahead of him. Helen Walker, meanwhile, somewhat of a tragic story as the top-billed actress in this one. She had picked up 3 soldiers, gotten into a car accident where one of the soldiers died, and the other 2 said she'd been drinking and speeding, and this led to actually a manslaughter trial for her. But with what had happened, it really soured the public on her. And according to IMDb, although she was acquitted of criminal charges, many fans turned against her, and major studios were hesitant to hire her. She tried to adapt by portraying ruthless and manipulative women in dark murder mysteries, in which she again showed great talent. She performed with great aplomb in Nightmare Alley, the gritty urban police drama Call Northside 77, and Impact, an unconventional murder drama that featured a fatal automobile accident her character helped cause. But she could not overcome the stigma of the veteran's death. I don't know, it may have been that all of her roles reminded people of it. That I think could have been a problem. But really, she was very talented, and tragically her career cut short by the whole thing, and she ended up dying much earlier in 1968 than Beale, even though she was 11 years younger than Beale. So you kind of had 2 careers headed in different directions. All right. Well, that will actually do it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We will be back on Monday with the adventures of Frank Race. In the meantime, send your comments to box 13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and call us 208-991-4783. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.